Listen up. Here's your wake-up call.
Come and get it.
3 hours of Toonami programming, and it's not even a school day. Toonami, the Rising Sun, Saturday from 9 to noon.
You just made my day.
A day which will live in infamy.
Now the victory's mine.
I'm gonna knock these stickers off. What up, people? We live for another episode. I keep saying another episode, another stream. All right, whatever of the Heroes No Capes podcast. All right, episode. Cool. All right, another episode. I was trying to give me a little snack or something to eat. All I could find was these little trail mix things. But what up, people? Episode number 61 of the Heroes No Capes podcast. Check this out. This is something that I was thinking of, Ego.
What you got?
How do we like Saturday morning suit up? Like, where did that come from?
You did that.
Am I getting that from somewhere? Like, I don't want to subconsciously be stealing something.
I don't. It sounds like a pretty natural, man. Like, even Heroes No Cape, we definitely checked that one to make sure no one else was saying it.
I like that. I think I want to use that for something.
Yeah, I don't see anything there. Stuff that just says suit up, but not Saturday morning suit up. So
okay.
Yeah, I mean, you just heard it here first. Came with something on the spot. Saturday morning suit up.
All right, I like that. All right, so y'all here for that though? We'll figure it out. Just because Heroes No Capes. Anyway, we'll talk about that. I guess behind the scenes.
Of course.
That sounds cool, but it sounds like in line with the how a show will do like like a certain segment, like a certain day of the week, and then they have their like block. So it sounds cool. But anyway, all right, I am the Abomination, known as AJ.
Oh, my bad, bro. I was trying to write down this so we don't forget. That is on me. I'm sorry. This man is now used to this.
Oh snap.
Bad form on my part.
When I saw your head down, I said, man, he ready to hit that button. He ready.
If I'm looking off to the corner, that's when I'm ready. I was like, I'm gonna write this Saturday morning suit up thing down so we don't forget about it later.
All right, man. So, all right, that's me, and I'm joined by my man, my homie, my co-host, Mr. Left Eye Ego. How you doing, sir? There you go. He got his.
Now I was ready. I will tell you this way, guys. Sorry that we last minute decided to cancel last week's stream. This man had family in town, and Abomination AJ is officially 30. His whole attitude has changed. This is AJ last year, man. Hey, we gonna be there. We gonna go get there to like 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? We gonna eat finger foods and shoot pool. And now I'm leaving at we're gonna leave at 1:32 in the morning. I'm like, the fuck? Last week, we started. We was like, hey,
this is outrageous. This is crazy.
I don't care. This man was like,
cut you off the line.
Nah, this man was like, hey, we'll be there at 7:30. We started at 7:30, right? We had one drink, maybe two, bowled one game. At 9:30, he's like, hey man, I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. I'm like, this man is officially 30. He said, I'm going home. I want to be home at 10 o'clock. I was like, I like this model of AJ, all right? that older fast car spot model. It goes 0 to 100 real quick. It drag races. This one is reliable, mid-sized sedan. Like, hey, I'm here to get here. I will be home by 11. I'm like, I like this, AJ. This one right here.
Okay.
Yes.
It's my turn to speak now. Can I interrupt the lies? Can I stop
Go
the
ahead,
lies?
sir. Go ahead, sir.
That
Fine.
never was me. I always want to be in the house at a specific time. I'm not trying to be out there late. I stopped there at like 23, maybe 25. Okay. I wants to be home in the comfort of my own home. Somebody said, some comedian said, I don't remember, but I pay fucking bills here so that I can be here and enjoy it. So I don't know what you talking about staying out.
Man, it's lying.
1 o'clock.
Yo,
I ain't never done no shit like that with you.
This man's saying too much, but fine.
Yeah, I've said too much.
Bro. No.
What?
Man. That never was me.
Okay.
So no,
all I know is that when we did hang out, go ahead.
It was not that late. And
okay.
I hate to say it, I'm 30. I don't really pay no attention to birthdays or really care about that. It's another year of survival on this earth. That's what's up. But just hearing 30, bro, that shit's like, it's wild. Like, I don't feel old. I don't want to become old. I don't want all the stories to be true of what everybody tells me about. Oh, when you hit 30, it's going down. It's like, nah, I climbed a tree earlier. We got a pear tree. So I said, I'm about to go up there and get that big one.
Climbed a tree like a monkey.
I climbed a tree like a person that's able to climb a tree.
You turned to Mowgli from Jungle Book.
Cats climb trees. God damn, squirrel climb trees.
Oh, look for the bare necessities.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
My God.
Oh yes. Which is why Tarzan needs some melanin in the Disney. Mowgli had it. Come on, make them browner and browner every time we see him in the jungle.
Oh my God. This guy. Go on, sir. Let's go ahead and address the chat, man.
I'm just eating my squirrel food right now.
All right, this man's been a monkey, a squirrel, a bear, and a cat. It ain't even noon yet.
All right, so I don't know what happened new. We got some new topic, I think, but we're pretty much gonna go over the stuff that we had last week. Yeah, random cancellation because the wife surprised me with my family coming into town. I didn't know it. This man knew it. So, yeah, my mom, she was here. So I wanted to spend that morning with her and have breakfast and that type of shit. So I had to do that instead of just leaving her in the hotel room. She couldn't drive or none of that. So, but she had a good time. I had a good time. So it was cool. It was cool. But I'm glad y'all still here rocking with us. Was wanting to have a show and is here for or are here. I don't know the correct one, but y'all here for this show right here. That's why we say y'all. Dempsey, what up, Dempsey? We had this coming up. I don't know how long. He got his America flag. America. I hope that's not AI. That better not be AI. Today is New Bleach Day, the 1,000-Year Blood War, Core 2. What? Is that like real One Piece?
I mean, Bleach. Bleach. I don't know, man.
New Bleach Day. I don't know what that means, bro. Finally made it. What's up, Wookie Be Bad?
Hey, Wookie.
Keely Chow. Hey, everybody. Good morning. IJP. This man was upset. Man. Good morning. What up, Jacob Ironside?
Sir.
Medea's No Capes. Where that come from? I don't know what that's about. Medea's No Stream. What are y'all talking about? None of that. Smash the like gussy. Bonus hole. Bonus button. There you go. Heroes No Medea. Stop it. What's up with y'all? Always want to make black people gay. Heroes Big Gapes. Let's go.
Whoa.
No grapes. It doesn't go down till you hit 40. Thank you. He younger than me though, so he trying to make me feel better. Thank you, young man. When I pass the older dudes, they be like, "Thank you, young man." I open the door for him and all that. And I'm like, "Okay." Somebody
but you get to say, "Hey, listen here, young man." You can say, "Young man." Now you get to call other people younger than you, young man.
To my students, I've been saying, Man, when I was y'all age.
You already there. You already halfway there and I know it. You're already halfway there and I know it.
I'd be like, look, I used to
Do they
think
call you
same thing.
Mr.? Do they call you Mr. or Sir? Or how do you get addressed by the kids?
They say Mr. I don't require them to say Sir.
Okay. It's just you Mr. AJ.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. You're like, who you calling? Oh, you calling me Mr. That's right. All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead.
Like when it first started happening, I was like, they're talking to me. That's what their respect sound like from young folk. All right, okay, Boomer. What up, mean boy?
Yo.
We here for all your lights come on, check engine, check oil, check battery.
I've seen that happen.
Check knees, check joints, check blood pressure. Meme, what the fuck? Y'all had to mention monkeys about animals. That's what I said, right? That's what I said. Hey chat, hey guys, what up, Static? Bleach is an anime, yeah, and they are releasing season.
Okay.
1,000-year blood war arc after 2 years in between the last
10
arc.
years?
Okay, so I got you on that. I understand that, but you said Happy Bleach Day like it comes out today. There you go. I hope you enjoy it. Nick has bad knees. What's up? Yeah, I watch anime, and I hate to say this stuff with all the anime shit in my background. I don't love it, but I appreciate it. But it's my thing of like even with the what is it, the Indian movies, like props to them for doing it, but I need America. No, not Bollywood, it's Hollywood. But America, I want some made in America shit. That's what I want. We can do it.
AJ wants to make animation great again. Got it.
There you go. These anime.
Exactly.
I love them individually, but I don't love anime as a whole. There's a whole lot of shit out there that I'm like, I can't get with anime.
So you're not watching the I'm bringing it up randomly, but you're not watching the My Adventure with Superman, where like he literally goes into Sailor Moon mode to transform into Superman now. Like it's My Adventure with Superman are saying is an anime, more or less.
It does look like one of those weird anime slice of life things, but I was like, hey, Star Wars Visions did it where they got the anime style, so I mean, I'm not mad at it, but kind of like that book, we was talking about earlier with the with them new black parents. Yeah, it was like you can tell from that style that this gonna be one of them stories that I don't care for.
Word.
No, I haven't watched it. I would love to see Superman do the Sailor Moon transformation though.
So it's out. It is out. It's out. I mean, you can always look at that, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. Motherfucker, just go back into a phone booth or something. Go in a closet and change.
So he don't go into the phone booth?
No, man. Like he actually just lights all around, and the glow, the sleeve comes up to his arm, and then the whole thing transforms. His eyes go blue and shit. I'm like, the fuck is this?
Hey.
Yeah, Sailor Moon.
That should sound nice.
Man, stop. I'm just like,
that boy got that technology. That suit come on him. He pull one of these, then you see the cape poof out. Poof out.
Where was you keeping the cape, Clark? Where was you keeping that cape?
Goddamn curl come out and bounce. He do one of them. Oh my goodness. I'm just imagining it. It makes sense. He gets his power from the sun, the blaring lights. I mean, the goddamn spectrum of colors. I'm just saying, bro. If you make it make sense, then I'm not opposed to it.
Oh my god. Weird. Y'all watch it. Let us know what y'all think.
So Dempsey, hold on. I'm gonna get the mean boy because he be coming with it. If Superman needed to change his clothes, it would happen so fast you couldn't see it. True, understandable, but the point is you're slowing it down so that the audience can see it. Just like with Power Rangers or any of the transformations that we see, maybe they're faster than what we're actually seeing, but they're being slowed down so we can see it in full effect. That's what I'm thinking.
Possible.
Except, I didn't want to say Dragon Ball Z because no, they transformation really take that long.
It takes that long, yeah.
All right, main boy. Best part about Star Wars Visions is when David Harbour appeared and character show like he did the Black Widow movie. Well, I didn't watch Star Wars Visions, so I just know it was some anime shit going on. He needs a ring like the Flash.
He
Are you saying
does.
he
He does.
give him
Superman.
one,
Yes.
or that's
He's
what's in
into
this
it.
show?
No. That's not in the show. It's like they're saying he should have that instead of just transforming randomly. I'm okay with that.
With the ring?
Mm-hmm.
But why
Or
not be in his
somewhere.
belt?
It could be. It could be. That's what I mean. A ring, belt, whatever. As long as you have the physical suit with you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Or just go old school. He keeps it underneath his clothing. I think that never was a bad idea to me.
Underneath his clothing.
Because you could always do like this, and you see Superman underneath. I'm okay
I
with
do
that.
like that, but I'm just thinking, how do you incorporate the briefcase thing in the hat? Or does he not wear that? Was that just like a product of the times when he had that?
What hat?
As a reporter, whatever he
Well, I mean,
doing.
he wore bigger, baggier clothes, so you could have the suit underneath. So he would always have it underneath, and he'd go in the phone booth and
I'm
change.
saying the briefcase, or am I imagining him with a briefcase?
Let me imagine with the briefcase. I don't remember him having one. I
Okay.
think that may have been. I'm trying to figure if that was Christopher Reeve's Superman take on it, but I still don't remember him putting the suit in the briefcase. It was always underneath
What?
his clothing.
Who's Christopher Reeves? I'm talking about a. Oh, you talking about the movie, dude?
Yeah, I'm talking about in all the versions animated in live action I've seen. Maybe Christopher Reeves was the one that had a briefcase, but he never had it in the briefcase.
All right, he could fly home, change, get back to where he was faster than you could process. He moved it off.
Possible.
Look, this is why I don't care for Superman. He doing too much. He doing too much.
How is he doing so much, sir?
Because he's great. He's perfect. And I know this is a low IQ take because I don't read a lot of Superman. I barely read any Superman. I actually like the Superboy from New 52 run. So it is what it is.
Yes.
You don't have to take my opinion necessarily, but yeah, man, Superman is, he's that guy. Again, other people have said this before.
Go on.
It's just you always have the issues of like what a Marvel is dealing with these super threats, with like a Thanos or something. You have to make everything that comes after it like on that level. How can you go down? But I heard about a Toy Man. Who is Toy Man? Like, what does he do? How does he get on Clark Kent's radar?
It's Metropolis. It's a Metropolis villain.
His regular clothes going to the briefcase. I know I've seen
the
briefcase. 78 movie is great. If the word OP had legs, his name would be Kal-El. Right. And you know what that makes me think of?
It's poor writing. That's poor writing.
That's needing a super threat every time to give Superman a challenge. Otherwise, there's no real sense of danger for him.
Not really. Because, I mean, if that were the case, then the Superman animated TV show would have never gotten off of the ground. You wouldn't have as many Superman movies as you did.
I hear you, but I've asked you this before. Why does no one talk about the Superman series? It's always Batman and then Justice League Unlimited or Justice League.
Because people actually don't like Superman. But the problem is like technically Superman wasn't necessarily supposed to. Superman's supposed to be Jesus, or at least what the Jewish people thought he was supposed to be. Like, not this guy was like, "Hey, love thy neighbor."
Even Jesus ain't moved that fast though. He couldn't get around saving everybody. But could have.
But he walked on water though. So I mean, like,
Superman can do that, no problem.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, but people from the Old Testament, they're like, "Yo, his robe was dipped in blood, his eyes looked like they were on fire, like, and he was about justice." So it's like, well, hey,
what are you saying? Jesus got high?
No, fool. I'm saying that there'll be like the judgment that he was supposed to bring in based on the Old Testament was like, "Yo, we're ready for like a straight up warrior for the squad," and then said you wound up getting a hippie. He was like, "Yeah, sorry, mom and dad, I was at the temple. I didn't tell nobody. Yeah, love your neighbor. That's the cool thing to do. Yo, Zacchaeus, why you up in the tree, homie? Break bread with your boys. Like, instead they got that. So it's like, well, hey, if based on Old Testament, I'm gonna write Superman this way. And it's like, well, damn, that guy kind of is, wow. But he's an alien, yeah, cool. But he still has to live a normal life. So like it's just bad. I think you run counter bad writing when it comes to Superman. No one wants to talk about Superman, but the show was great. The show introduced Flash, Toyman. What did we get? Metallo. It gave us the actual reasons for why Lex Luthor hated him, the romance with Lois Lane. And when the crossover happened, it was a wrap. You knew Justice League was coming. Yeah. You actually needed Superman the animated series to get Justice League. And even then, who did they run Justice League through? When the first show first aired, episode 1 was based on who?
I don't
know. Yeah, so I'm like,
he is that guy. He's not for me. Batman is. I prefer a Batman.
Of course you do. Of course you do, sir.
Yeah, for sure. The weirdo with no powers, but like, I'm about to go beat the hell out of people at night. Batman is that guy. Okay. All you have to do to go down after someone like Thanos is not release anything for a year or longer. Announcing it's a new chapter in the property also will help. I think they should have said fuck the movies for, like you said, about a year or longer. Stuck to Disney Plus. Great content on Disney Plus. Kal-El punched through space-time. He held multiverses apart with his hands. He sneezed and blew away a solar system. It's like, bro, just
it's inconsistent writing. It's just inconsistent writing.
He's doing too.
I was Superboy Prime that punched reality. That's Superboy Prime.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that was different. That was different. But they had to retcon it immediately.
I would say that's what I will give anime credit for, is they build up to that point to where you see this OP-ness to a character, and they will stop. And the characters are not always OP. You know, you got some grounded level anime stories, but they're on some like demigod type feats, you know, but that's just anime. For some reason, everybody can just jump super high or some, you know, weird shit like that. And then, yeah, it stops. It lets the story kind of end and you enjoy it. Whereas, yeah, with this shit, with Marvel and DC and, you know, American, I'm not going to say all American comics, but definitely Marvel and DC, there's so many people's hands on the character and the character is all over the place. So you see feats that like contradict other predicaments you've seen the character in. Like I'm saying with if you do see like crossover comics or whatever, those are inconsistent because you be like, why didn't this character perform like what they could have in this situation, and then we wouldn't even be here. But so yeah, that's why I would say like Superman is he's trash, but you give me some other character that you see grow to that point, and I'll give y'all that. You know, he was running fast and jumping over buildings and shit. He wasn't Superman as we know him, but it got weird later on. But even Superman. Batman. Yeah.
Well, it's like you tried to update him for every new era. And it's like, well, I mean, to me, it's like, well, hey, you know, faster than speeding bullet, faster, you know, able to leap tall buildings the single bound. I've been okay with that. I was okay with that version of him. I don't need him to do the solar flare shit that did in New 52. I'm not sure how I feel about the Fortress of Solitude.
You said, what the fuck you talking about?
He's Jewish, though. Created by Jewish. Okay, black hair, blue eyes. Like, okay, whatever. I'm saying, but you can be embodiment of the American dream and still be like what the Jews thought Jesus was supposed to be instead of what he actually was. Two things can be true.
Mm-hmm.
Like they immigrated to America, but they were still Jewish immigrants. If you're Jewish and following the Torah and things and the writings like that, focusing only in the Old Testament instead of the New, like two things can be right. That was all I'm saying.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Jesus wipes the floor clean with Superman, no difficulty.
Look, Space man, Jesus, same thing. Okay.
I'm just saying, man. You know, Jesus is my guy in everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to see my boy fight. You know.
Wait, you need to see Jesus fight?
Yeah.
Bro,
I know.
I showed it to Vex, but bro, have you seen there's a Jesus video game coming out?
Yeah.
Okay, would you play that?
I didn't. I don't remember gameplay of it. I remember you talking about
It's
it, and I might have
it's weird. It's
seen.
like a first person thing. It's like, hey, we're out of wine, water or wine. Whatever will we do? And you got Jesus hands, and you're looking over the corner, and highlights water. And you do something like this,
See, that's what I
and turn
mean.
it
Like
into wine. Yeah,
he would just do things like that, but I want to see him actually. Superman won't fight Jesus though, but y'all know what I'm talking
you don't
about.
have to. Yeah, it wouldn't go down
I
like
would
that.
just I would just love to see, which I'm pretty sure somebody has made a comic or have done this story
They have.
already.
They have.
I know these stories out there. I
Trust me,
don't.
I know.
Yeah, I don't want to. It's like I don't want to see that bastardization of that character of Jesus, of someone that I believe in, but I will just leave it in my head of what I expect him to handle himself like in a fight. True or not. But yeah,
Okay,
I
all
don't
right.
think it'll be a whole lot of
In your
hand to
mind,
hand
it's just
combat.
really. It's just
No.
like is it gonna be X-Men? He's Jean Grey. You okay? Jesus the telekinetic. Got it.
He gonna do
Okay.
a lot of that
Jesus
going
doesn't
on.
throw hands. Okay.
He throwing up a little big cross shield defense type thing.
That's Bible man, sir. That's literally Bible man. Okay.
Unfortunate things happen to people, and he's like, I'm just they fall off a cliff or something by some doing. I don't know if he did it or what, and he's just flying down beside them. Like all you got to do is repent or believe in me or some shit,
Sir.
and I'll
Okay.
save you. Like that's how he
Sir.
controls the fight, bro.
Sir.
Believe in my power. Submit your will to me. But on some nice stuff. He ain't
Okay.
making them. He giving you the option.
All right. That's fine. All right. That's fine. Like I said, two things can be true.
Superman is supposed to be the American immigrant story. The dude who made him was writing what he knew.
That's fine.
Booster Gold is a hoot. Yeah, the Superman being Jesus thing came way later. He's more like Moses. He ain't had no people to let go. Oh, his human people. He adopted them. He went back though, so Superman should go back to Krypton and fight for them.
I'm going Jesus route.
I think that
Moses. Go ahead.
we are more likely to get a good Dark Phoenix story than a good Dark Side story.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you could. It'd be hard to tell a dark side story without people be like, "Where's Batman? Where's Superman?"
Oh man, Mr. Tucker Trunk, he owned it. He owned this in the
Yeah,
1930s.
I knew that though. Like, you can
A
still write
million
what you know and be heavily
refugees
influenced by your culture.
immigrated to New York, fleeing Eastern Europe. Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel were children of poor Jewish immigrants. Thank you, Hell the Lord. He just dropped that. Best mod in the game.
Thanks, sir.
That's where Superman's creators were coming from. He ain't Jesus. Christians just keep trying to co-opt him.
I'm not trying to co-opt them. I'm not trying to co-opt them at all. It's like that's what they thought they would be.
We the Christian delegation. Request.
Jesus. If he were happy, be Superman.
Nah, I was doing rest of draft.
Okay, I'm actually taking it on behalf of the white people.
I love Jesus, but Superman ain't him. He got angry.
Who got angry?
The second coming version of Jesus got some stepped up powers. He wrecks all the comers, period. The only thing more OP than Kal-El is literally just being God. That would be nice because then he's saving everybody or he taking them on up to heaven. So he ain't got to worry about the destruction that he'll cause or innocent bystanders because these people deserve the wrath of God and all the demons that he gonna fight. So you're gonna see him coming with
gonna
that.
Be non-binary.
He coming with that righteous fury. What's up, AJ and Ego?
So Zach.
There's even movies about Jesus fighting already. Yeah, I know it's out there. I even felt weird watching Black Jesus on Adult Swim.
Really?
Yeah. It was dumb. Jesus would just be invulnerable if he was a comic character. Maybe he can take one bullet and turn it into 1,000 bullets, like with the bread and fish.
That's fair.
Or yeah, a great support. So he got homies on the team, and they only got a few, and then he's like, look again, my son, brother. I don't know, what do you call him? He's the father and the child too, so he can mix it up. He can say whichever one. So amazing support. More chains, more restraints. I don't see him like. That's beautiful. Let's be fair here. Jesus was also Jewish.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
They tried to do Dark Phoenix twice, and both were pretty bad.
They were.
He said, "I don't mean you. Don't worry."
Nah, yeah, it's all good, dude.
He know you a terrible Christian. Mike has bad knees. Yep, they're going to keep running their particular car into the wall until they get it right. The animated series did the best by far. Jesus on a superhero team, he'd be the healer. Exactly.
They make him a paladin. Is Jesus a paladin group?
Jesus had reality manipulation and matter creation, bro. This man is OP. He would have a flaming sword just like the archangels have. Jesus would carry a container of water like waterbender and turn it into magical water and heal people.
That's fair. Jesus is a paladin, I think.
Bro, with the jar. Oh my goodness. And if he has like some holy oil and then he throws it on evil, and then there's just like this blue flame when it touches them, but it's oil, so it can't go out. It's like in Naruto, Amaterasu, the black flame.
Oh my god.
I mean, we saying all this, we being funny, but this is going into some fucking character in the Wolf story, so it is what it is. He did just heal. He could res. Oh my goodness.
That's true. Jesus will be OP.
Fallen soldiers on the team, right back up again. All right, let's get to our actual topic.
Okay.
I'm not touching it. He said he not touching it. Yeah, man, just put all those powers in somebody else. You making these stories anyway. Now, this is something that I do have to wrestle with, and I think I've talked to you about it. Essentially, when we're creating these characters, we are creating new gods because people are paying a lot of attention to them. In a way, they are worshiping them. It drives their lives more so than the creator is. So that is competing with him in a way. But, you know,
we have to make one character like really Christian and religious, possibly, to talk about the wrestling with it. Get you your own personal Nightcrawler character. That's all.
Bro, I was just watching the Nightcrawler episode.
I know.
God dang. And I was like, shit, man, it hit different when you're a grown man.
It does.
You're a kid watching this like, oh, he a Christian like me. But now you like, damn, despite it all, he still believe it.
You need one of those on your squad. You really do.
Dang. Okay, we got it. We coming. But see, then we got to figure out if there's a. Okay, you said it.
Yeah, we'll work on it. We're working. We're working on stuff, y'all. All right, working on stuff.
That's funny. All right. So the first topic, base Nightcrawler. Yep. Jesus versus Goku. Oh, Jesus watching Goku. Goku trash. Yeah, exactly. Goku own son's supposed to be kicking his ass. No. Anyway. I'm sorry.
Goku at the table. Like,
we're not even going there. And Jesus gonna turn your $20 into no, I don't know. You shouldn't gamble. So he's gonna just say shame at the end of the fight.
Make you donate to the church. Go ahead.
Goku couldn't even take Kal-El.
He could not.
Okay. Yeah, y'all. We gotta talk about the mainstream. We gotta let y'all know what's happening. So there you go. Again, these are last week topics. Y'all probably already heard them from other people already, but it is what it is. Here's our take on things. But with this conversation, I will say this. The open-ended conversation that we want to have or have the chat to think about is what are I'll ask that later. I'll ask that after
Okay.
this
Or
first
you
story.
want you want to be something to keep in mind? That's the thing of the day. Because you
It'll
do
be a
that.
better transition after we get through the
Okay.
segment, because then it'll
Okay.
set up for that conversation.
Word. Word. All right. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. And we don't have to do a transition right here. We just, clip it right here to where we start, where we get into it.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
All right, so we're talking about superheroes. We love them for good reason. We grew up with them. We care about these stories, yada yada yada. This man right here, we know he's taking over some of these stores. They've been trash for a while. We know this, but it's interesting to see where this creative goes with it. James Gunn has been speaking a lot of good shit uh, to me. But then again, like I said, I'm not even a big DC fan, but just speaking as a creator and how he's mentioned the issues that DC has had so far, and how he's going to, not necessarily saying they're issues, but how he's spoken on them, saying how he's going to move forward with the Gunverse, as people are calling it, I guess. Sounds good. Now, Ego has said the things that he's adapting
Mm-hmm.
are, more recent stories. They're not the classic shit that you DC fans deserve and been wanting to see. But he's going to make the DC cinematic universe make sense. Okay. Um, More reason for me to believe that he's going to make it make sense. Well, you can't know what's good without knowing what's bad. And in this article, supposedly this is my first time reading it. We're about to see, but he's called out some things, or some things he's had issues with, that we hope he can fix or adapt in his own way.
Correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, correctly. All right, James Gunn sounds off on really lazy superhero movies and bad third acts. There's no rhyme or reason to what's happening on screen. Now, I've
Mm.
definitely said this before. We've seen it from She-Hulk. We've already seen it. We've known it, but they've been bold enough to tell us in She-Hulk. And there was something else. Is it the Spider-Verse thing? With where they're taking the real world events and they're incorporating it into the story
Into
as a way to have a conversation with those people who are going to be heavily critical.
right.
But James Gunn is saying here that it's a formula. It's formulaic. It's
Formula. Yeah.
predictable. He's tired of that shit. I agree. Make it like a real comic book. Like these movies or whatever, they should be like, arcs that move into other things, not just okay, beginning to end. Train a montage. He fights a villain that we choose for the movie, and then yay, he knows what he's doing now. Tired of that shit. All right, but anyway, y'all don't want to hear me talk. We're looking at James Gunn. James Gunn agreed during a recent interview on the Inside of You podcast that there are too many superhero movies and television shows. The only people doing that is, mainly Disney. Disney's Marvel. I know Amazon got some shit out there. Netflix has some stuff. What was it? Raising Dion, but I'm not about to talk about that. But yeah, they're out there, but we know who's leading the charge on the superhero content. Gunn is the new co-boss of DC Studios alongside Peter Safran, and he has assured fans the company will not overextend itself with content as it begins to launch a new DC universe that includes Gunn's Superman, Legacy, and more. And that was some other news that we was going to talk about the casting for him, but y'all saw that guy, Mr. Corn Sweat. I saw Josh talking about that. But him, Mr. Smallville. All right, we're going to be very careful with the product that we put out and making sure everything is as good as it can possibly be, Gunn said. While the sheer volume of superhero content is a problem, Gunn stressed that lazy storytelling is a much bigger issue facing the genre at the moment. This man said as Marvel has created this big-ass problem for the rest of us trying to do superhero shit. So we're not competing with them. We're competing with the fucking issues, or we're being hindered by problems that Marvel has fucking created.
Mm-hmm.
People have gotten really lazy with their superhero stories, Gunn said. Who's people, man? Who's people? Ain't too many people making them. And they have gotten to the place where, oh, it's a superhero. Let's make a movie about it. And then, oh, let's make a sequel because the first one did pretty well. And they aren't thinking about why is this story special. This is what I'm saying, man. He's saying the right shit.
Exactly.
He's saying the right shit. What that content gonna look like, I don't know. But then I keep saying this. You people let woke shit slide all day, and y'all praise it and y'all like it. So I don't know what the fuck woke means anymore. This shit gonna be in these movies. Maybe it'll be good while they're doing it. Somebody will see, because I don't pay for nothing. What is the story at the heart of it all? Why is this character important? What makes this story different that it feels a need for people in theaters to go see?
Exactly.
God damn, James Gunn. I know I don't like to read too much, but when I see passion like this and shit that makes sense, I'm interested in them thoughts. Gunn continued. People have gotten a little lazy, and there's a lot of biff, pow, bam stuff happening in movies, and I'm watching third act of superhero films where I really just don't feel like there's a rhyme or reason to what's happening. I don't care about the characters, and they've gotten too generic. A solution to the problem is having. Do you want me to stop?
No, keep going, man. You reading the passion. Go ahead.
Okay. A solution to the problem is having very different genres within the larger superhero movie genre, as opposed to this sort of middle of the road type of genre and tone that so many superhero movies have made. Bro, I said with Black Panther, we should have been involved in the fucking tech and the mysticism of it, these people's beliefs. How advanced is this place really? Like, there are so many dots that are not being connected in Marvel, so many characters and stories that they could be fucking focusing on making this shit stretch, making it last. But no. Oh my goodness. I like very serious superhero movies. Bro, the animated movies. We had the Justice Leagues going on, and then they came out with Justice League Dark. It's like, oh shit, now we going here? Now we got people thinking they seeing monsters and killing them and shit, and they end up being real people. Like, we're going to that. They missed the ball with the fucking Teen Titans and Trigun, and that. Oh, them movies were terrible, but god damn, they tried something. You can learn from it. Young Justice. Oh my goodness, all the different,
so much potential.
The true diversity of that cast with all the different powers and origins of powers and issues that these individual characters were taking on and how that affected the team. Oh my goodness.
Great. It worked.
I like very serious superhero movies. I like very comedic superhero movies, Gunn said. I like the ones that are a murder mystery, but it's with superheroes. I like to see these different types of stories as opposed to seeing the same story told over and over again. Y'all gonna turn me into a Gunnivite. I'm just playing. I just want to see what those would sound like. But Gunn and Safran's new DC universe will span film, television, and video games. In addition to Superman Legacy, which Gunn is writing and directing, the new DC universe film slate will also include Supergirl, World of Tomorrow, and Batman: The Brave and the Bold. The latter of which will be directed by the Flash helmer Andy Muschietti.
Machete. I think it's Machete.
I like Muschietti. Muschietti.
All
right, that's all I got on that, man. Let me take that down. This man about to. God damn, he got me hyped for some shit I don't even care about.
You read the whole article. Look at that, AJ. Read the whole article.
Yeah, Young Justice got real garbo. We not talking about the last season. We talking about those first two.
See,
and then at the end of the last season, what they introduced with those Furies and who's it? Granny, not that chick. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Evil old lady.
Granny Goodness.
Yeah.
I actually would have loved to see a Scott Free movie, Mr. Miracle. That'd be cool.
What was those comments saying?
Oh, I got you, man. I'll show you where we started. So said Gunn hired Tom King for the Supergirl stuff. Yeah, that might be dead. That's the one that I'm the most concerned about because that one came out in 2018, I think. And it was basically like Supergirl going into an adventure, but it's Tom King. It's like, that's not the guy you want to hire on that.
I hope Nas do come because our last topic is for him.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, shot it to me, but I was like, we got to do that for
him, for the homie. For the homie one time. You know what I'm saying? So we were right. We started right here because I brought the other ones up, but I was like,
all right, you brought Shieldwall up. He said he got a deal.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And we got to get Shieldwall on here at some point.
Definitely.
Gunn hired some really trash tier writers already. I feel you. And what I mean by hype, I'm just going off of his words. Okay, I'm speculating. I can't go based off of the people because I don't really know these people too much who's working on it or the stories because I'm not a big DC guy. I'm talking from his words as a creator and how he's trying to connect these things and what he's prioritizing. Now, again, they can say some real slick shit and put all the terrible things in it that they want later on, or, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the setup and how these things will make sense as opposed to what we're seeing from Marvel. They had the opportunity to put it all together and make it make sense, but a lot of their shows on Disney Plus was about oppression, struggle, some villain that ain't superpowered. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm looking at it. That's why this shit's cool to me. Dempsey, I agree with his take.
I did all those, man. That's what I'm saying.
All right, I want to respond though.
Okay, fine.
Damn.
Right,
Gun hired Tom King. I know you already pulled that. Terrible. Slice of life. I guess you're getting it with the anime show. So let's see her do it. Let's see her Sailor Moon up. I'm with it. The problem other studios are having all the stem from the ability to slow down and set it up correctly. I want it to be where Marvel is now, but won't put it in the time and the work. That's what I'm talking about, Dempsey. I'm glad I got to respond to your comment. And Ego didn't pull it up earlier without me doing.
I would pull it up. You look right at it and then said, nope, scroll back up.
All right, for instance, nobody would have given a single F about Infinity War if Marvel had started out with Iron Man 1, then Avengers and Civil War and Winter Soldier. And we're going to talk about something of that because they're bringing back the past in this next topic. But that shit's going to bleed into some other shit. Y'all know we black over here, and I can't speak for Ego, but I truly want people to be woke around here. And I do not like that this word has been hijacked and turned into what it is. That's why I said the shit don't make sense of what it is anymore. I don't even know what y'all mean by it. But waking y'all up to how they're handling these characters and how they really feel about them. Yep, smash that. James Gunn says all this, yet he made sure actors didn't know or read who they was playing either.
That's fair.
Agreed. But I will say, even if we can accept adaptations that are not one-for-one adaptations of the story, we can understand some shit being different for the sake of this new medium. So I'm saying, how is he going to connect all of these things? It's basically like somebody is taking on a comic book, which is why I said a lot of people get their hands on comic book characters and they're inconsistent. This is a person who's basically getting his hands on a world and is saying, okay, I have to take into account everything that has come before, and I have to pick and choose what makes sense for this world and this story that I'm building. So I want to see if he's able to execute that. That is the first thing. Whether or not this sticks to some source material, some shit, that will be second in what I'm looking for from this. I'm not expecting or wanting anything. Again, I don't really care about what they put out. They need to pay for their sins. I just want to see if he's going to actually put out the comic book universe that Marvel gave us a taste of in the beginning, but they fell flat. Is he really going to connect all of these things with the movies, the video games, and what was the other one? TV shows. Is he going to give people what they've been wanting from Marvel with a TV series of, like I was talking about, the blue and the gold, the booster gold, and the Blue Beetle, like that story? Are we going to get those buddy cops, the lanterns? I would love to see two dudes hanging out, solving fucking space crimes and going to beat up some people with the different ways that they use the rings. It's like, is he going to be competent enough to give me that in a series and then movies here and there? How? It's interesting to see how he's going to connect them. At what point does the show stop and then you get the movie or more from those characters? Is this content on the streaming platform? Does it complement, or do you have to watch this to fill in gaps for the fucking movies?
Yeah. Or do you think
all of that is interesting?
Yeah.
John Cena, I feel you on that.
Sorry.
No one can answer this question for me. What has Gunn done that warrants him running an entire studio? See, I don't know.
He did like basically what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy was that was the second iteration of the team, I think, or was not the original. And yeah, exactly what Johnny Douglas said. Yeah, they were a C team, turned them into MC version of Star Wars. Yeah, and no one knew what to expect. And the fact that it smashed all those records, and it was Marvel's first attempt at telling you a story that didn't happen on Earth. So it was like, for a guy to have that much imagination to do that, and then to bring characters that nobody knew but instantly made them likable, set it completely apart from the MCU, but actually included the elements of telling everyone what the Infinity Stones were, was a huge feat. And they're like, well, hey, if anyone has that much imagination that can do this, it would be him. Only thing about James Gunn is he's a lot like Adam Sandler. He'll put the same people in all of his movies. I have no problem with that at all. Mm-hmm. It's just, they're people he's brought in from other roles are going to be in this movie. Whether how you feel about that is whatever, but that's how he does things. And so I think for Warner Brothers looking at that, they're like, yo, we have to get this guy because we need some actual direction.
Yes, and somebody who's proven that he can do it. Now, taking on a world, that's different. But he's already proven, like you were saying with the Infinity Stone, he introduced the stone, I believe, with Guardians of the Galaxy. And then, because he didn't have control of that story, you had other people with their hands on the stories that, kind of like I'm not even going to go to the Star Wars shit, but, he had no control over what these people were doing to it. He just had to make it fit with what he had.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that sucks because the story that he could have had, he's just like, bro, no, you fucked it up. Yes, but I have to adapt. I have to make it work. So now he has full control. Like I said, I'm willing to see what he can do with it from a distance. But how did Brightburn end? What was the end of that? Oh, he took over.
He met other people that were like him, yeah. But that's why that's huh?
And Brightburn. Then it end with him like.
Bro, I never saw Brightburn. I need to watch it. I just think that at that point he found other people that were like him, and then they were trying to take over the world.
And Brightburn.
I think so.
I've seen Brightburn. It was so he was sent here from. I think it was kind of like what is that? Like Invincible? I don't know. But he was from a race that's supposed to go to different planets and like conquer them, like a Saiyan. I guess
that's like Invincible though.
Invincible and Dragon Ball. But he figured out that. So once he figured it out, like he gave in to that, and he was just like, "Well, fuck it, I'm better than y'all. Time for me to take over." And I think it ended with like foreshadowing, or there was like some clip where he was just out there wrecking shit. So. Okay. That's how it ended. So I wanted to, like, when he was saying the predictable, like, third act's the same cookie cutter shit, I was like, okay, well, how did his superhero movie, which he did the Guardians too, but how did Brightburn stack up against that?
Okay.
So yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it was different, but it was a story that we had seen multiple times before.
Okay.
Blue Beetle and Booster Gold could be. Woke is inherently in the past as a past participle of the word wake. Awake is a current state of being that entails no longer being asleep or unconscious, comatose, etc.
Yeah.
I would just say you could just call it slang then, because I know. Honestly, I'm woke.
I thought it was always supposed to be swope. It was always supposed to be slang.
Well, I mean, for like when you're a kid and your mom tell you like, "Are you up in there? I'm woke. Like, don't come in here and whoop my ass. Like, I'm getting ready for school. Like, so I'm like."
No, I thought it was more of like what's it called? The Imhotep movement. Stay woke, my brother and my sister. Okay.
Yes, but I'm saying why I can accept that tense of the word. Woke,
okay.
Meaning present, as opposed to past.
Got it. Okay.
I know awake would be the state though, but stay woke, stay up, don't fall, don't slip, don't let the tricks of evil fucking work on you. Stay woke. Stay up. Gun ruined the Guardian characters. Look at the Guardian of the Galaxy game. That's how they really are. Man, I don't know. But
No,
again, I'm saying you
it
can
worked.
expect people to give you 100% adaptation. Make some changes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it won't. And that's the challenge that these people have when they want to make these changes. Because the changes are there in comics. These characters are not the same from writer to writer. You want them to be, but they're not. So I think we would have to give them people the same leniency that you would give writers. I love this run. I love this run. I love the game, the gun Superman, not the Snyder Superman.
They're gonna be those.
What up, Don? Brightburn ended with the kid getting away with it. Yep, it ended with him taking over. Brightburn was the apocalypse. Brightburn eats balls. Just another word. Superman was a murderous asshole derivative.
That's what I was thinking.
Woke used to mean awake to what's really going on. It changed to a pejorative for people who have critical consciousness, which is the belief that the world is nothing but a power struggle.
Fair. There's Tickle Trunk coming through today. Okay.
He did with the knowledge. Now, when you said critical consciousness, I meant me, critically conscious, which I would say I am that because, I would love to watch a movie for what it is, but I've learned as an artist, again, you got to look at why these decisions are made, what images are put on screen, colors meaning things. So it's like, what is this person trying to say to me besides what the movie is telling me? Where does the artist really come through and like put in little signatures on things? So, when I see something like Marvel and see how they treat their black characters as opposed to the white ones, I got to be critically conscious to figure out. Okay, Marvel, like Disney, you saying you care about my people on one hand, but then I see this shit, so Gun ruined Guardians characters is a bad take. Nobody knew who they were before the movies aside from a handful of comic nerds. Agreed. Mr. Tickle Trump, I am siding with you on that too. Nobody knew they even existed before Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Don't fall for the word game, AJ. Of course not, my brother. Critical consciousness is an academic term for the woke ideology. You don't have critical consciousness, AJ. It's like saying you're a Scientologist because you like science. Okay, and again, I would say words are just things to me. So it is what it is. As long as we can effectively communicate, because I'd rather go out there and bark and grunt and howl and do all that type of shit. Very simple creature I am. Comic fans knew, normies didn't. Not a bad take. I feel you, but you can't. Everything ain't gonna be what we wanted.
I will say what we wanted. For a small niche of people, they would probably be upset. It would be righteous anger.
Say that again.
I would say for people that did say that they ruined the characters to make them likable, more appealing to everyone else, I can see people being upset about that actually knew. So because it's like you knew that you could use the property for the few comic nerds that were going to be excited about it. Nerds didn't know or normies did not know what to expect. So to blew up the way they did, I could see the actual comic people being like, that's not them though. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I think that they actually told you it isn't them because you meet the original Guardians of the Galaxy in parts 2 and 3. So, he did.
Yeah, Andrew, you're not woke. You will slept. Maybe you tuned in. You're with it. You got it, bro. I don't know what it is. I got to refer to the lineage of what do I want to say? Black spirits and Black Panthers were the ones to come before me. So I got to refer to their entries in the Black Spirit ancient texts. I am starting the Black Wolves. We have our entries into the ancient texts. I got to go back into the past to see.
Yo, wait, Mike has baddies, bro. What got flagged? What did he? Oh wait. He had to manually tell YouTube to show it. Yo, what did he? What did you, Mike? What did you actually put? Hold on.
I had just made Copa that gave him the rents. I think it was on like Circular Jerks, and this man coming in talking about this coming did this coming. So he come in flexing the rents, using the power, and it remind me of the Lion King clip. Y'all know everything remind me of Lion King. But when Timon and Pumbaa found out he was a king, he was like, I'm still the same guy. Like, bro, with power. Like, Mike has bad knees. Like, fix it, Copa. You got to do it. I didn't curse at anything. Look, man, I'm sorry. I didn't do it. I can barely control what I got going on right here on the screen. So
YouTube
I don't know
been
what's happening
cracking
back
down
there.
these comments and live streams, bro.
Because I can only see that type of stuff if I actually pull it up on YouTube. I'm looking through StreamYard, so I don't see none of that.
I'm going back and forth between them.
Don't like me talking about the government? Oh, man, what you say? AJ equals Freemason confirmed. From what I heard about Freemason, maybe. But I don't like titles. I'm a wild man. Hey, Copa, I can see you now. We black guys need to stick together. I think you meant brown, tan, POC. POC is what they calling us.
You got that Lex Luthor complexion from the animated series.
POC.
POC.
We got to take it. Hijack the word. POC, my POC. It ain't going to be about who look like you. It's going to be who think like you.
That's fair.
My POC. There you go.
Bro, keep going. POC.
I got an invitation to the barbecue. I'm valid. You think. You good.
You in the South. That's close enough.
What's up, my POC? Super mild comments gets flagged. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't even monetized. So I don't know why they stopping me from doing shit. Let me be great.
Definitely gotta look. We have to look into what's going on with the YouTube partner program, bro. Because you definitely should be monetized at this point.
I like POC. I spent most of my life chasing it. We ain't POCs. We ain't that POC.
This is what you did, sir.
I'm a POC too. I'm pink as fuck.
Oh my god.
I hope you don't burn in the sun. I can't help you. Because we got to run across that flat land with no trees, no cover. We going for it.
Oh, this guy right here. All right.
I was here. Dang, Mr. Tickletron, your latest comment got flagged too. White is a color too. On? We all POCs. I'm melanin impaired too. The day star is my enemy. Well, we'll follow the north one at night to get there. So you good. He cursed. Really? All right. So we was talking about James Gunn.
Mm-hmm. We go to our next topic, good sir.
All right. So we're going forward.
Yeah, go ahead, go for it. Man.
And then once we get through these topics, and y'all, these topics are going to be like go with the flow. I got one pulled up. I don't know what all Ego has pulled up, but there's more. Yeah, we'll introduce it later. But there you go. Laziness. James Gunn is calling it out. What can be expected from the Gunverse? I think it's too early to tell. Sure, we know it's going to be trash, but how trash? How will these movies perform? And how will normies feel about it? Because, you know, we sit here and we bitch on the internet, but it's mostly them. Some of y'all too. I ain't letting y'all off the hook. But it's mostly a lot of them that's going to watch these movies and paying for this shit and keeping this thing afloat. Also, I would say getting online and saying it's good. They ain't got to be sitting there fighting and arguing with everybody. But you do have those people that just like, I went to see this movie. It was great. Go check it out. Definitely recommend it. So, I mean, you got a lot of that shit going on too. So, all right. But yeah, you got a lot of that going on. So, like I said, if he make this shit cool enough and make it appeal to enough people and make it make sense, hey, y'all getting more trash DC content for a long ass time, for a stretched out time. So how Marvel just bam steamrolled into the fucking wall, you're gonna see DC just kind of just breaking down. Y'all know the little cartoon car that had like the little band-aids on, they sputtering, the tires flat. He's just trucking along. That's what it's gonna be. That shit's funny. Commercial between segments. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to think about. Do we want to play it right now based off of how many we have, or play it after the next one? But this is the perfect time. YouTube is silencing black voices like mine and Tickle Trunks, POC voices. We got to be inclusive over here. Let them know we better than the villains that they think we are. But y'all, I have no real thought on how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just play some shit. Enjoy.
Hey, what if this rainbow doesn't exist and it's just in our imagination?
Believe the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Heroes, no capes.
Well, I only play for the fighting. I appreciate the expansive multi-tier environments and the 16 characters with the pixel shading bump mapping and the rich plot development. Seriously, why else would I play it? She kicks eye. Rated T for teen.
Heroes, no capes.
I would like to thank God Almighty for giving everybody so much and me so little. I hate you. I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
All right, there you go. Commercials.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so the next topic, let's hurry up and get into it. So when we edit this goddamn fucking video, finally, let me bring it up.
All right, go ahead.
What we want to go to first? Okay, all right, I got it. All right, so James Gunn be calling out the shit. Hate. I don't know why he got the cannolis on there, and like I said, Drake. The videos don't make no. Was she wrote in there in the crowd too?
Yes, I put everybody in there.
Redo it.
Put everybody in. Nah, I don't care. I put everybody in there. I don't care.
Fix it. But yeah, we know who James Gunn was talking about when he came to the oversaturation of terrible plug and play superhero content. Also with that conversation though, and seeing how these companies are handling these characters, we want to just talk about the jangling of the keys, the shit that they'll throw into these movies to get you to watch. But then again, y'all know we black over here. We woke. Black wolves over here, son, putting y'all on game, letting y'all know what's happening. It's something that we noticed with the black characters. I'm not going to say specifically, okay, but we do notice it's always with them. Except Black Panther. You can say except with Black Panther, but the fact that he was introduced in somebody else's movie, he couldn't get his own, I find issue with that. But with these black heroes, specifically what we're talking about, what's this? Captain America Brave New World with Captain Eagle, American Eagle, or whatever the fuck, Captain Falcon, American Eagle, and Peter Darker, as some call it. And the hand-me-downs that they get, or that these companies, they claim they care about diversity so much, but you notice that they don't believe that these characters can stand on their own. We've already talked about with and then it's more relevant because Anthony Mackie and all of his little fucking comments, and it just lets me know he's one of them. He's their boy. So it makes sense that they have to find somebody who's willing to accept this shit, and who are going to say the things that they want them to say. Like Anthony Mackie saying his becoming Captain America was an upgrade. For basically saying it was an upgrade for Falcon. What he actually said was like he was waiting on that day, or he can't believe this actually happened. But he just felt so proud of that, as opposed to being one of the first, black mainstream characters that have stood the test of time. He's still here. We're still talking about him. He's still relevant. But yeah, that's what we've noticed. We'll get through the articles. We don't have to read all of it, but just to show how they are being handled. Now, this is again about the Captain America stuff, but the miles just kind of came about because I saw something on Twitter. But the point is derivatives. That's what I said, bro. Why was Drake in there? AJ is a shite's ally.
I got what
Maybe.
you call. I'm a Drake. I don't like Drake. I'm a big Drake hater.
Yeah, bro.
I
He
think
put that on there.
Drake is what Will Smith was 20 years before Drake. I don't see the draw on Drake. Does he have a few bars? Of course, but I'm just like, okay, oh, it's Will Smith 2.0. So yeah, I'm a Drake hater. I'll be okay with that. I'm a Drake hater.
What's wrong with that?
That's why I put him on there because I'm a Drake hater.
Black Kids Superhero cartoon, something called Zap. I do think I remember that. All right, before I get into the comments, let me get to the goddamn topic.
You said, but basically, we're getting to the point where Marvel's is jangling the keys, right?
Okay.
That's what we're talking about, basically. Marvel jangling the keys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pretty much this is what Marvel's doing with y'all.
We need more.
I told you it's gonna work. Yes.
Yeah, it's just the clip. It's not the intro, but we still need more.
I know. I like it. All right,
a montage of keys, key jangling. We need to get somebody jangling keys for their dog, for an animal.
Push. I would never try to go in a beef with Eminem or Pusha T. So I'm like Pusha T when he outed Drake for the baby with Adonis, like yo, that's I would never get about Pusha T. Plus, you know, I Pusha T over Drake for me.
I mean, it depends. If you're talking about rap, sure, Pusha T. But if you're talking about musical artists,
but that's what I'm saying. Like I hold him in high esteem for the musical artistry. I know he's a decent writer. That's fine. But I'm like, when it comes to raps, it's like it's still Drake. I don't know if he's gonna be rapping on some wannabe gangster shit or like being in his emotions. It's too much. It's way too much. The swings are way too high, way too low.
You need him to narrow. You need him to narrow it down. Get him
he'd be like, you hear alone. You're like, where the fuck should I really even start? Okay, I got hoes that keep it. You're like, okay, cool. You bounce that in the next track. He'd be like, I can just say my God, Jack. Son, you're like, what the fuck is this? I whatever you take is if influences the next track. I can't do this. I'm too high, too low. There's nothing even. I cannot do that.
Okay.
That's all.
Before I address the racism in the chat from blacks, y'all, let me get to the topic. I gotta edit this out. I can just get that out. I can just cut it.
That's fair. You cut it right here. Ain't no one stopping you, sir.
Okay, so do you have a clip? Because I got the other guy that's supposed to be on the Look, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. Robert Downey Jr. is on the fucking set of Captain America: Brave New World, and you be looking for the Anthony Mackie while I'm bringing this up.
I actually had the Robert Downey Jr. one. I didn't have Anthony Mackie's up.
Okay, see, I told you I had that one from the beginning, so you should have been looking for the.
It's been up here. That's the one I sent you. That one. That's the one I had up.
No, hold on. You said what been up? You Anthony Mackie?
That one. No, I had the Robert Downey.
Well, I told you I already had. I told you I had this one up, and then I said, do we want to talk about the Anthony Mackie? You said, oh, of course. So that means you should have pulled up the Anthony Mackie, since of course you wanted to bring it up.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
The point of me bringing up, and it terrible. We talk on this black segment. We got to start with the white man, but it is what it is. So we've already discussed or talked about on this stream. Other people have said it. I think they even said in this article that other people are coming through to this movie. Yep, here we go. Right here. So the point of us speaking on this is not only is the villain and his not only is the hero hand me down, this mantle or whatever, but the villain in here is a hand me down, both of them, as well as now we have to have, supposedly, if this is real, if Robert Downey Jr. was not there just hanging out with his Marvel buddies, and he's supposed to have some cameo or some appearance on this movie, it's more jangling of those keys that Ego brought up, where we can't just let this guy be great on his own. We got to put all these other fail safes, contingencies in case you don't like the black character story. We got to put them white ones in there too to make y'all still invested. That's what they believe. Even though this man just died, and big ups to him. They sent him out with a bang. I think they did him justice and sending him out of here. Not when you take into consideration they send them out to prop up a whole bunch of other fucking characters. But if you just look at Marvel phase, I think 1 and 2, and that end to it, I think they did respect to Iron Man. But here we go, and this is going to talk more about those things introduced in this Brave New World movie. Not a whole lot is known about the plot of upcoming Captain America Brave New World. Skip that. And a status post on LinkedIn from last week by Nawar Shora, a keynote speaker, shared a photo of himself around the set of the film where they were filming in Washington, D.C. According to Shora, he spoke with a few of the security guards who mentioned that Robert Downey Jr. had actually been on the set the night prior and that everyone was driving all sorts of supercars. Now, that's some he say, she say type stuff. Some security guard told him, he just wanted to post it. Again, we don't know if it's true. But even if it's not, you still have, again, as we're about to see in the rest of this article, two of the villains coming through, as well as real world example where y'all know the whole shit was happening on Twitter about the conversation about Falcon not being the real Captain America, and then they had to have what's his name, Captain America, Chris Evans come out and say he is Captain America.
Yeah.
So again, just more validation needed from white people for black people's worlds to move. Or for them to be legitimized.
This guy's not against his real name is Clarence.
God damn. That's funny. That needs to be a meme or some shit. This guy's not Cap. His real name's Falcon or something. Play with that, but yeah, same sentiment.
Someone make the meme, please.
It's possible he could be reprising his role. Of course, it says that might be difficult with Stark having died at the end of 2019's Avengers Endgame, but with the Marvel Cinematic Universe now branching out in the world of the multiverse, anything seems possible. Now, this is a journalist, but again, this is the built-in excuse for normies and consumers alike. It is a multiverse, so it's perfectly legit that we see the 22nd version of this character. Now, I'm exaggerating with that, but, different versions of the same fucking character, and seeing characters that just died come back, whether they look the same or not. Okay. Spider-Man No Way Home. But y'all won't have to wait too long. It's set to release July 26th in the summer of 2024. What do we know about Captain America Brave New World? Was directed by Julius Ona from a screenplay written by the Falcon and the Winter Soldier head writer Malcolm Spellman and Dalen Mooson. The film features Anthony Mackie reprising his role as Sam Wilson, who has now officially taken on the mantle of the MCU's new Captain America. He will be joined by returning Falcon and Winter Soldier stars Danny Ramirez and Carl Lumbly, who are once again playing the roles of Joaquin Torres and Isaiah Bradley, respectfully. Additionally, these are the hand-me-downs. I don't know about the other two. I didn't watch this show, but here go the hand-me-downs. Additionally, the Incredible Hulk stars Tim Blake Nelson and Liv Tyler will also be reprising their roles as Marvel villain Samuel Stearns. So we got the leader coming through and Betty Ross. I've been waiting on the leader to come through ever since I saw his fucking head swell up in the Incredible Hulk. Slow movie, but it was an amazing fucking movie. So he's coming back, and he's not coming back in a real ass fucking Hulk movie. He's coming back as a villain for Captain Falcon, American Eagle. New World Order will also include the introduction of MCU newcomers Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Ross. Yeah. So we got General Ross coming through. I doubt he'll be Red Hulk in this. It's just too much too fast.
You don't think so?
Did we talk about it? He was going to be it. I don't think we'll see him in the role of Red Hulk, but I do think we'll see like them planting the seeds.
Bro, I don't know. I don't think they have time to do that because we waited this long for just the leader. I'm sure they don't have time to actually be like, we're not gonna give you a glimpse of Red Hulk. I think they gotta go. I think they're gonna have to go straight into it. Even if it's I don't see them doing like a mid credit or an end credit scene, but I think they're going to, bro. Why you're gonna have to show us Red Hulk?
Why don't you? You saying they don't have time?
I don't see them being that patient because they've had so many bombs back to back to back to back to back. I don't think they have time to do another. Let's plant the seed and see in phase 6 where it comes to be. I don't see them having that time, man. I really do not.
Harrison Ford called it dog shit. You talking about the movie?
No, yeah. Also, I'm saying like do you think that in the movie he's going to actually turn into Red Hulk?
Well, I was addressing that comment, but no, I think it'll be too much too fast. But again, that's thinking logically. I feel you.
That's
they
what
can
I'm saying.
push the shit in, but how could you do that? Because if you do it, they would have to make Red Hulk and that's another thing, which they probably would, because if he's supposed to be some fucking like Trump allegory or whatever the fuck, then I could see how they would I don't know what the word is, but is it like tongue in cheek? I don't know, but have him being controlled by the leader as opposed to the leader controlling the Abomination.
I don't know, man.
Because then you got.
I just think they're good.
Because then you can put him in that role of Abomination, and then you can have. And maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Okay, maybe
you
I'm
might be, bro. That's all I'm saying is you might be thinking too logically. Because to me, it's like I would see him as either the big bad that uses it to try to either put down the leader, again showing us that Falcon ain't worth his shield.
He would put down the leader.
Yeah. I got Red Hulk either taking down the leader or whatever big bad that the leader makes.
Why would the Red Hulk take down the leader?
Is the Red Hulk leading that with the leader? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, they're both villains.
Yeah, I'm just like, but he would say, I'm the bigger villain. I do it on behalf of the United States government. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? I don't see Captain America. I don't see Falcon playing as large a role as we think he's going to play even in his own movie.
The visual that you just gave me was Red Hulk and Leader going at it. And then the Falcon article, which you should be pulling up, where he's talking about how he's different from the past Captain America and how he's not so rash to bear arms, or he's not jumping into a fight because he can die easily. That's all shit. I just see him flying in the middle of Red Hulk and the Leader and just saying, come on, guys, stop it. Like, we don't need... Because you said if they're fighting each other. But I definitely see it as a leader henchman type thing. Now, again, me trying to make it a Trump thing, again, that's making it too creative for them. But I do think that if they are putting both of them in this movie and he's not just in a government position and showing how, like in the comic, how he was in this form, but he of the human, but he was actually transformed as a Red Hulk out there doing shit, then it's gonna have to be he's gonna have to be a henchman. And I don't see why they wouldn't make him a henchman.
I'll play this, bro. I'm trying to find this article we're talking about because everyone's saying how there are pictures of or photos, I think, of Harrison Ford with ripped pants on the set.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's they don't have enough time. They've got to go with the Red Hulk.
Mr. Grant, don't think logically. But this is the fun part. Not trying to see how woke it's gonna be. I know I said the Trump thing, but I'm just saying that would make sense. That's how you creatively do things, and to not just come out and say, you're a bad person if you believe this or believe that or whatever. I'm thinking with how they want to use these characters, how they would spin that, but that is being too creative, so it probably won't happen. But if you talking about him with ripped pants and don't think logically the righteous or like
exactly.
I'm trying to think of a way it could work. Now I can see how he's made Abomination already. I think they fucked up with him. They could have really used Abomination. He could have been that consistent villain.
Fair.
I can see how they bring him about and he proposes a deal to the general. Hey, you want the Hulk? I've already made this guy. You remember Blonsky? You saw what he turned into. He's a waste. He's a piece of shit now. Now, take the Thanos route. If you want something done, do it yourself. So now I can give you this gamma shit that's going to make you superior to the Hulk. You can have that power. And maybe he'd make a deal. But then I can see the power struggle coming later on where he's like, ooh, I do have the power. As well as him being able to absorb or drain energy or radiation. So he can end up betraying the leader and using that to drain him of his powers. Now, that'll be whack because you've waited all this time to give me the leader just to take it away from him. But that's some comic book shit right there, betraying amongst characters. You can see the leader try to come back later on, try to find some way to gain his intellect, shit like that. Again, the speculation is fun. All of this stuff that we're thinking of right now, probably 10 times better than what the movie put out. But it's looking at the pieces to the puzzle that they have. How can we make it make sense? Or what would be a cool thing to see in a better world?
It would be.
We'll still be alive in a couple of years for a sequel. If you make him stay in Hulk form, it'll just be CGI, just like the fucking Hulk. So that wouldn't matter. I'm still kind of hoping that Kylo Ren shows up and ends everyone. I told you, kill it if you have to. Look. Y'all made me think about something with that Guardians of the Galaxy talk because y'all know Death Battle on YouTube. They put the videos together of 2 characters, and they had Stitch going against Rocket Raccoon. Now I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm just going to say, America, we do make some pretty OP characters, and just because they're not taken with the same level of seriousness, then like a Ben 10, for instance, he's essentially Beast Boy, but better. So I'm like, we've made some great shit that can compete with I would say already legit characters that have been here for generations. It's just, hey, let's use them. Let's fully utilize these characters. But yeah, I'm not mad at fucking a Disney character like Stitch showing up in a goddamn Star Wars movie. He's a goddamn alien. He's combat trained. You share the universe already. Make me believe that you believe in it. Bro, most people won't even know. They'll be like, what the fuck is this alien? If they don't know Stitch, which chances are not really, but do it. Make it make sense. We let them, what is it? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That was the thing. The movie that Rescue Rangers, that live action hybrid bullshit. Like you let them, or they're already putting a bunch of properties together in the movie already. Do it and do it well, and I'll be on board. Maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
I need something. I need a full story. I need what James Gunn is talking about. I need movies. I need shows, and I need games. And I need a new staff to get me invested in these things again.
Fine.
I need to see them taking risk. Again, I need to see the Jurassic World reboot where Chris Pratt riding on that motorcycle with them raptors and his daughter on her clone dinosaur telepathically communicating with them and got them fighting the evil Dr. Wu's hybrids. That's what I need right now. I need movies that's so far from real life that I'm just like, give me more of this fantasy sci-fi shit. If you even mention that Seth Titan, Symbiotic Titan garbage Rescue Rangers movie, oh shit, I don't know what you're trying to say. I will slap you and your mama.
He said keep it at your mouth.
I feel you. It was shit. We agree.
No, thank you. You're back. Back. Okay.
All right. Yep. You're gonna make the last segment. It's for you. All right. And yes, I want to hear your take. Did I miss the Nosferatu talk? Nah, man.
No, sir. We're waiting for you, man. Waiting for you.
Do the voice. Do the Goldblum.
Disney finds a way.
Our brain hurts. Somehow Disney survives. Somehow the MCU continues. Y'all look, I need it. I need Stitch in the goddamn Star Wars movie. E.T. was in Star Wars.
It was.
Maybe.
They made that a
Much
whole
love.
race too, yeah. Question, sir.
All right, did you bring up the Anthony Mackie yet, or do I need to look for it?
Yeah, I think I found it. Let me make sure this is the one. Let me know if I got it here. It took a while because everyone was talking about the whole ripped pants thing for Harrison Ford and the fact that Anthony Mackie was so intimidated by Harrison Ford he forgot his fucking lines. I mean, that's some shit you don't want to say during an interview. So, but yeah, that's what took so long. I was looking at that. So this one right here. Anthony Mackie reveals his Captain America won't commit the one mistake Chris Evans did. Sam Wilson can actually die pretty easily. That's what we're talking about, right?
I wasn't listening. I was reading this other one.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Do I have this? Do we have the same one, or do we have different ones? Very different ones.
Nah, has big responsibility on their shoulders. What does it say? What you just read again? Do it again.
Okay, so Anthony Mackie has a big responsibility on his shoulders right now. His Sam Wilson is now Captain America in the MCU, and soon he will be leading his film called Captain America: Brave New World. It's the fourth film in the Captain America sub-franchise. Its success can possibly determine if other legacy characters can get their own films as well. However, even now, many are asking and questioning what makes Sam Wilson different from Steve Rogers. As per Mackie, it's his lack of powers and vulnerability. God damn.
Okay. So he
Go
was
ahead.
talking about that. I just pulled up an article. Let me a video. Let me watch this real quick because again, I never want to lie on anybody. So this video says why he's not excited, and I think I know what they meant by that. I think I have seen this, but let's hear his words on it because he's actually being interviewed. But
Okay,
this is
go ahead.
from
What we got?
2000. Oh, this is from 9 months ago. So let me pull this up. Let's see what he's talking about. How does he feel about taking the hand-me-down shield of Captain America? Filthy Americans. I don't know why I would say that or where I got that from.
I know. It's all right, sir.
I feel like we've been waiting for this to happen for so long. How does it feel? Like, how monumental?
You look tired.
It's great. It's like the great kid's dream that came true. So, I've always known about the Captain America elevation of Sam Wilson, but it feels good to finally be able to say it.
How do you feel about the Captain America costume and this story that you're going to be telling in this first headlining movie for you?
I'm not excited about
his first headline. All right, see, this shit I be talking about. His first headline movie. So the first movie where he's the titular character is not a Falcon movie. It's a hand-me-down movie. Black Panther's first movie was in Civil War, a movie between two white guys fighting. So there you go. That's shit.
Summer in Atlanta in my costume, but
honesty.
But it'll be fun. I mean, the costume looks great. I've seen renderings, and I think everybody will be pleasantly surprised.
Okay. And what makes this Captain America different than Chris's? All right, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
He's black.
Thank you for. Woo! I was not ready for that.
Ew! Get this AI shit off the screen.
Basically, when she asked what sets you apart, he was like,
"Oh, nigga, please,
like, that's all you got? Come on." So, I mean, I guess that coincides with the article then.
Yeah, I want to hear him actually talk about it. But yeah, I've seen somewhere else. Again, I don't want to lie on people. I want y'all to see this shit come straight out of them. But he thought it was an upgrade. He was excited for that. You said he's waiting on this. So, it's just these. I can't say for sure on him speaking of blackity black. I believe he has, but I better not see that he does because shit like this is not the elevation that you need or that you think it is. So there you go. You pull that article back up and
yeah, I got you.
Or is it basically what he was saying?
No, it isn't actually. It's expounding it. Actually, the video helps because he's expounding on it here.
Okay.
And let me see this for a kick here. So basically, it said it's more about his ability to connect and counsel. He's not as rash to bear arms as Steve Rogers was. Having a super serum makes you impossible to beat, so your answer to everything is to fight it out. Whereas Sam Wilson can actually die pretty easily. Jesus Christ. What else he said?
So we're not gonna see him.
Well,
keep going.
He definitely has the ability to not manipulate, but understand someone's shortcomings, give them words of encouragement so that they're not forced to action. The physical aspect of it is the last resort. He realized that his ability is not to change the world with force. It's about giving people the wherewithal and the recognition that they deserve so that they can make a change. Jesus.
So,
I'm gonna stop there.
I just go off of their words and I'm like, how does this, what do they mean? If they've seen the movie, they've experienced the story, why this choice of words? So now I'm thinking, okay, is he trying to change the mind?
That's what I'm saying.
Is he trying to change the mind of the leader? And
that's why I said it's probably going to be Red Hulk versus the leader, and then Sam Wilson's like, guys, can we get along?
No. What? I didn't see the Ant-Man, but remember MODOK. I remember seeing a clip where he was a villain, but then he was turned to a good guy. I think Ant-Man daughter told him, "Don't be a dick" or some shit. Yeah, so I can see them going the same route with the leader being a villain or just being this misunderstood, this weird guy. Yep, that's what he's gonna be doing, and he's gonna get the leader to come on their side, and they're gonna have to work together to fight Red Hulk. Because nothing about
worse. It's even worse.
Why is that worse?
Because it's like, use your words. I'm like, if you're going to be bad, be bad. Be all the way bad.
Elon Musk, use your money to end world hunger. Leader, use your superior intellect to help us defeat this guy who doesn't really care about you. And he's going to betray you. Or some shit like that.
I don't want that. And plus, what all it would do was make James Gunn even more right. Like, it's generic. All I did was the power of friendship changed, and he was a bad guy, but now he's a good guy. No, be bad, be evil. I hate this whole sympathy for the devil / he's not bad, he's just misunderstood. No, if you bad, be bad all the way. I will put you down. Like it used to be, you put down the guy that was in front of the villain before you got to the actual villain. Like it was video game like that. Give me that. I don't need moral quandaries and putting all the politics of now into the movie. Don't you like it? No, motherfucker, I don't. Be bad or be good. That's all. No in betweens. I do not like this. And from what Anthony Mackie is saying, by being intimidated by Harrison Ford having ripped shorts on the set, with me seeing pictures of the leader's hands being green, I'm like, pretty much I'm going to get a pacifist ass Captain America. Fuck that. No. He took two things and made them pussy. Absolutely. America and a Falcon.
He can cover more ground lecturing because he can fly.
Sir, I know. This is Falcon the entire movie.
Pussy.
That's gonna be him the whole movie.
I'm Falcon. You pointing that sword at me. You trying to call me a POC? Y'all,
well played, sir. Well played.
Again, in a better world, I would love to see fucking Falcon talking to them birds and cutting up.
That's what I'm saying.
With them wings and shooting guns, do all that shit. But
like, remember when he had the twin Uzis when he tried to go at Ant-Man? Now look who he's become. You talk about it. I put this. It doesn't invalidate the fact that there are safe spaces, right? It's just the fact that when you try to make something a safe space that ain't a safe space, it's not gonna work. Like in the middle of fisticuffs, wait, why are we doing this? We should talk about it. No, motherfucker, you just uppercut me. No, all right? Like, I'm going to get uppercut and then get a lecture from you. No, motherfucker, we're fighting right now.
Look, John, speculating is fun because I'm thinking of what the best outcome is. What could this look like? We know it's going to be trash. I know, but we're not necessarily talking about the movie. We're talking about the adaptation, the setup. Again, I don't know the people behind it. I'm just going to assume they have the same politics or beliefs as everybody else. But y'all just told me don't use logic. I'm thinking of a logical way to adapt this fucking story. I don't want to see Red Hulk be the henchman of fucking leader. That was Abomination's role. But okay, that shit's missed. Fuck it. Make it make sense. Give me Red Hulk in that position, but make it for reason. I'm doing this a favor for a favor. This dude gave me that Hulk juice. And now because I'm so angry or whatever, I've become to something that maybe the leader wasn't even expecting. And I realize now I have the power to drain that. So you just gave me all of your power, leader, and then he's holding the leader up with that little head, the little bulbous head, and then this big ass Hulk hand with the red hand with them black nails, just choking him and draining the gamma radiation from him. That's some villainous shit.
I say it's not going to be they team up. I think it's going to be like a storing of the lab, because the way that he was, at least in Edward Norton's version, they were doing everything as covertly as possible. So if you're telling me that they get like the government finds his lab, steals his research, I can see that working. But like teaming up with the government, I don't see that. I don't see that.
But you can't.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You can't, because he's already the leader. His head's already swelling up. And they don't know about it. I don't think they revealed how he was turned into the Abomination in that movie. I don't remember. I don't think.
No, Ross injected him. Ross injected him to be the Abomination.
No, Ross injected him with the super serum. The leader injected him with the gamma radiation that turned him into the Abomination. I don't think in that movie it was revealed that the government knows who he is and what he did. So he's the leader. So while they don't know, he's on his Dexter's laboratory shit with the underground lab cooking up some shit. And then he, just like Iron Man came to Ross with the proposal, then he come to Ross like, hey, I got one too. You know what I'm saying? Last proposal you came, they done fucked up. Sokovia Accords, you know what I'm saying? You got your hands in the mess. There's a mess out there. We couldn't leave it up to them or the actual government to fix these problems. Now you have the power to do it all on your own.
Possibly. Okay.
And the Red Hulk decided, I'm going to be a better hero than the Hulk. But then the power went to his head, and he went around fucking shit up, proving that he was great, and everybody needs to respect him. I can see that again in a good movie, in a good adaptation,
in a good movie. Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot, but the right people can pull it off.
Okay, I'll actually give you that one, sir. I'll let you know that was a good way of explaining it, sir. You actually deserve this one right here.
Oh shit.
That's a good adaptation, sir. I'll let you have that. That was good.
Who's gonna bang Sam's wife? Well, I believe she's gonna leave him because he's choosing the hero shit as opposed to some fucking exquisite vacation that she won't or something.
Oh, good Lord.
Hulk juice needs a pause. No, it don't. If that Hulk juice could give you powers, Mike, you'll take it on the bad knees. Because he said, I'll be able to get up with no problems. I won't hear that creaking no more. I'll be green, but I'll be strong. Oh, shit. My knees ain't bad no more.
They didn't have us. Y'all just look out for him changing his knees. Mike has knees.
Mike has strong knees. That's what it's going to call. Mike has gamma knees. She-Hulk would come in and say that, hey, if they would have adapted She-Hulk, hey, it would be perfect. I would love to see her come through this movie. I don't want to see a red She-Hulk. I think that's just too much. That's definitely trying to put too much into the movie. I can see them hyping up the women for the next movie, though. They hype up the black people for this one, and then we get the woman with the next one with the red She-Hulk. They dropped that seat. Why not?
Yeah, I see that happen.
No, because it said Liv Tyler coming back in that article, so she's gonna come back. She gonna come back. So she gonna be white. They dodged that one. With great power comes great Medea ability. Yeah, I'm stuff your ass under this dress.
It was a Medea tangent in the chat, bro.
Forget that every criminal is basically Aladdin now, stealing bread to feed his starving family.
And I don't need that at all.
Hey, I like the Vulture doing it in the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, but it's only. But it would be okay, which they've done it every time.
I feel, yeah. I'm saying
Obadiah Stane was the only one that was bad for bad sake.
Who the fuck was that?
In Iron Man 1.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the only time that the bad guy was bad. After that, it started this whole sympathy for the devil villain arc, and I hated it. Like, even Thanos is like, I want the world to just survive, so I snapped half of it out of creation. No, brother. He was like, I'm trying to get some of that death coochie. You know what I'm saying? Death don't like me, so I'll kill everybody. And then will Death be impressed? No, she's like, you still ain't getting none, Thanos.
That's the same thing with the Guardians, though, because a lot of people enjoyed that adaptation of Thanos. So it's like sometimes it does work. A lot of people liked it. I don't.
He would have made if you made him a religious zealot, it would have been way better. Because that. Go ahead.
As an adaptation, it wasn't good. As a character on his own and what they built up to, I think they did well. Now, not the Marvel what if route, but I don't know. Is he dead? I don't even remember.
He got snapped out, so yeah, he kind of did.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't care to talk about what could work with Thanos.
AJ's head almost exploded trying to put that together, so I don't blame you.
Sam is going to show that She-Hulk could see the stars and stripes forever. Now, look, I think you're talking about beat up the Hulk. John, I really don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're talking. Oh, Red She-Hulk. I don't know what you're trying to say, really. But I would love if Sam did get some She-Hulk. Twat. Falcon. See, I'm saying Sam. I'm not saying him as Captain America, but in the adaptation, if you showed me he was fucking She-Hulk, I'd be like, oh, I'm with it. Black man got that green girl. My man, Denzel voice. Mike has bad elbows. No, it would have to be.
And then he said in a mirror universe.
Yeah, but wouldn't it still be the same attribute? Just
bad elbows. It's flipped, sir. Just go with it, sir. I know what you're trying to say.
I'll just flip it.
That's upside down. That's upside down.
Okay. Oh, this Medea. Look, y'all white folks.
I told you it was a Medea change in the chat, bro. You might just jump
than us black folks.
Next one.
Well, okay. So that's what we was talking about. All the hand-me-downs, and what kind of got me just annoyed with all the hand-me-down shit was when I saw on Twitter. I don't think I'm going to look for it. You know what? I am going to look for it.
Which about? Which is Superman one or no?
No, the Miles Morales thing.
Another one? Okay, go ahead.
It was. Do I want to go to Twitter and look for it?
Bro, you need to start bookmarking stuff. I already bookmarked Fenrir's from this week. Fenrir, shout out to you, sir. You have plenty of material to actually bookmark for later.
What I said was because I already got a Fenrir tweet that I want to pull up. So it was funny or coincidence when you said I got this from Fenrir, and I was like, oh shit, I got something else from Fenrir. That's not what you got. So a lot of love for him on Twitter. Let me look it up. The point is, Miles Morales has a black cat. That's what it was. And I know he has the derivatives, Scorpion, Venom, the whole Falcon character, the powers, but I didn't know he had a black cat too. Did you just mute yourself? Are you guys going to anime Matsuri? Nah, man, nah. We got a lot of shit we got going on, man. We got to take care of it. Abomination Medea, stop it. No way Sam Wilson couldn't smash Disney She-Hulk. She's a whore for soft dudes. Yeah, and that's why I do. It would have to be She-Hulk. So it would have to be Jen. Tatiana Maslany looks good. I'm all with it. I'm with it. Unfortunately, they might turn it into where he was framed for some shit because he black, and his girl got to be his lawyer now, or maybe she can't because of work relationships, client relationships or whatever. I don't know. But they're gonna explore that in the fucking series, and that's gonna be wrote by a woman. So,
well, actually, because she's a whore for softies, that's why she will wind up with Falcon. Unfortunately,
well, she with Daredevil right now. So, we're watching Abomination, Ego, and Right Eye AJ.
Nice. Well played, Mirrorverse, sir.
So,
just go with it, sir. Just go with it, sir.
What y'all don't know is my right eye is bad too. Me and Ego got terrible right eyes. I'm not completely blind. I'm 50%. I got shot out with a BB gun. And it must was a special magical weapon or something because my werewolf healing factor didn't activate quick enough.
So you got hit by a silver BB gun.
No, that's fake. Fake news.
Okay, all right.
Silver don't work. Or it does. Yeah, it does. Come at me with that silver, son. But yeah, so in the Mirrorverse, it would be you got to fix it. I know I'm critiquing shit too much, and they like, bro,
you sure is. Wait till the end of the day for you to go us this hard.
In the Mirrorverse, we are all on the panel, and they are the only two in the chat making we be like, these 2 dudes gonna, or these 12 dudes gonna make it one day. It makes sense that Black Spider-Man would have some black pussy to deal with. Of course. And I'm glad you reminded me. That's what
they were like. They're not giving him Gwen. They're not giving him Gwen. Like, no, you can't have that.
Let me look up that Black Cat.
They have yet.
Cause she was. It's like all of these things, bro. It's like they're not. Black people are not just their own characters. Like if you look up on Marvel's website or some shit, Miles is Kid Arachnid. And I said, that's way better. That's way better. We'd be more accepting, distance him as much as you can from Peter, but still keep him in the same universe. Sure, they cross over or whatever, but he doesn't have to be shoulder to shoulder with this guy all the time. But this Black Cat looks like Black Cat, just black, like skin black. What did Anthony Mackie say was the difference between she said what's different between your Captain America and Chris's? And he points to his skin. It's just a black version. And it's shits and giggles when the Wayans do it, when the Wayans brothers do it, but when white people do it, like it's come on, man, how do you feel about me? You having fun, but we not in on the joke.
Exactly. And it's at my expense.
Yeah, it's at my expense. You laughing at me, but you invite me to the party, so it's okay. All right, Fenrir. I'm gonna have to go back to another one. I'm gonna come back to that.
You didn't find it?
No, I didn't find it on Google.
Yeah, I think it's odd though. I would double check it on just the Twitter because you gotta start bookmarking stuff, sir. Even if you're gonna use it, if you don't plan on using it, just bookmark it, man. It's better.
Man, look, there was a will, so there's a way. There you go. All right, so this, and I would say another reason why I don't care to see a live action Miles Morales movie. I know there's a bunch of hype with Miles. I'm not saying I think there is. Didn't they announce? I don't know. You can look that up in the meantime. But a live action Miles Morales movie. I don't care to see that because it's gonna be more of this, more derivatives, more hand-me-down shit. And I think they missed the opportunity to put animated Miles in No Way Home. I think that would have been a perfect way to show how, okay, we are trying to do, or the thing that you loved about Into the Spider-Verse, we can do that over here. And have animated Miles right there with the other 3 white Spider-Man doing shit.
Spider-Man
doing shit. Like, yeah, it would have been weird, and I would have made a fuss about the only black one being animated, not being live action. But I understand you're working with what you've got so far, Sony, so it would make sense. And then Miles he would have that exaggerated swagger. He'd be able to do shit that the other Spider-Man can't do because he's animated. But then he black at the same time, so extra cool points for him while doing it. So yeah, man, I think that was the missed opportunity for that. I don't care to see a Miles Morales movie on his own, live action. It's just not gonna be the same. But yeah, you see this black cat? She's basically a white black cat, just black.
Or she's the black Puerto Rican. I think she's a Puerto Rican cat. It says "Soy la gata negra."
She a spicy cat. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a Puerto Rican cat. That cat Puerto Rican.
And her hair is white. Somehow. I think it worked with Storm because she was a mutant, so it was a product of her mutant gene. I believe. I got. Isn't she White Cat? She would have to have on white clothing though, and then it would make sense. It would be a mirror version, but it would make sense. But then she just be Tigress, who is
who's
Latin,
black, right?
She
Why would you praise Tigress? This is bullshit. What the fuck am I talking about? Where's Tigress? It's dumb.
So and there you go. So we just said Tigress, like, yeah, she's older than Miles, but in adaptations, I'm like, all right, what you got? Make it make sense.
But that was making their characters younger, though. They're always doing that, making their characters younger. So you could have given us just Tigress that's his age. This is ridiculous.
I feel you. But I grew up with them making young characters. I was just looking at some post about, y'all know that time when they was making all the characters young, like Tiny Toons and pup named Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry kids, all the Flintstones kids, all that type of shit. So I'm not opposed to that. X-Men Evolution. I love fucking X-Men Evolution. I'm with it. Hey, maybe there could be something that we talk about, those tropes we wanted to bring up. We got like 2 questions or some open-ended stuff to kind of get the chat thinking. But yeah, there you go. Black people is always some derivative of whites. I'm tired of it. And it's made by white people to pimp the shit out of black folks, colored folks alike, sexualities, all that good stuff. And it's working. And this is what I mean by being critically conscious. Not overly critical, but critically conscious and truly waking people up with what's going on. I'm not interested in this new Captain Falcon, American Eagle movie. I don't want to see anything that's black coming from a Marvel. Definitely a Disney's Marvel. I like them young. Hey, it is what it is. Supple, they soft. What Anthony Mackie was intimidated about was Harrison Ford's old man tits sagging on the set, and he was like, "Bro, I gotta work with that." What is it? What was that movie? It was one of those scary movies where they had the old guy. He was naked, the president. I think it was like zapping clothes off, and the aliens. Look, somebody in the chat know what I'm talking about. It was like Scary Movie 3.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
It was Scary Movie 3. And I think the aliens, it was a War of the Worlds spinoff. And the aliens came through and they was like zapping all the clothes off of the United Nations like meeting. And the president was up there naked in front of everybody. So you just see this naked old man. That's what Anthony Mackie was saying on Harrison Ford's Red Hulk. But just like they do Mark Ruffalo and make him strong and beefed up, but keep his face, they can do the same shit with that old
jawline smooth. Exactly.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the news. That's what we got on that. More derivatives. I haven't seen or I haven't read Brave New World. I hear I should, but co-opting language, champion or hijacking language to mean other things is happening yet again. There you go. No, AJ, haha. What I do? Oh, I like them young. You heard that? You late to the party? The Mexican internet. He got them two. He got the fucking electricity plugged up into a mango. It generates power. God damn.
Love you, IGP, man. We love you, bro.
I seen Harrison Ford in interviews lately. Dude is about as intimidating as Mr. Magoo.
Exactly.
All right, man. That's what it is. But yeah, so with that, James Gunn and then the Marvel news and how they fucking up and how he's supposedly laughing at all this shit and not going to make the same mistakes. Our question to you people were, I think we'll give them. What do you want to do? Rivalries.
First one first. Then we'll go to the next one. Just get thinking.
The first one was tropes.
Yeah, tropes that need to go. And then we can talk about the consuming thing later too.
All right, people. That's it. That's the question. What tropes would you like to see go? What tropes are you tired of? I was just talking about the characters being made young, but the conversation me and Ego was having was this whole multiverse thing. And again, these issues that we're seeing from Marvel and DC, it's not just them. I do see it with like Dragon Ball, for instance. That was one point I was supposed to make on another stream that I didn't get to make, where I'm tired of seeing the evil versions of the good guys. And my other example was supposed to be Goku with the whole Goku Rose or Super Saiyan Rose bullshit, where it's like we can't go anywhere. Oh, we can't be creative enough to come up with anything else. So we're just going to make a bad version of the good guy. And that's going to be the villain. So I don't want to see that shit. But the multiverse. Everybody, yeah, we've already said we're tired of the multiverse. But again, it's not just them doing it. I know, not AJP, Angry Canadian. Angry Canadian, I give him his shit for liking things. He likes Sonic Prime. That's something else that suffers from the multiverse. But then you had it with the gaming, with the what's that? Crash. It's About Time, where you had a multiverse with him, and then you see the strong woman haircut on Tanya Bandicoot and Tanya, one of them, but her. And then it was another game. Oh, Ratchet and Clank. So they had the female version of Ratchet, and this was doing strong woman time. So these are the tropes that I'm tired of seeing. The multiverse bullshit. AJ, that was Goku Black with Super Saiyan Rose. Yeah, there you go. Colorful, evil, colorful Saiyan.
And you got Nosferatu saying every modern movie has to have some broad or some bundle of sticks dropping shitty one-liners.
Has to have some broad or. That's the trope you want to go. See you go. There you go. And James Gunn, again, to his credit, he said he don't want to see that. He want to see those movies stick to their tones. He want to see the different tones. So maybe you'll see something different. I want villain is just misunderstood to go away. What up, brother Graham?
Please, that's what I'm saying. Appreciate, bro, Graham. Yeah, guys, be evil because you can, or because you think everyone else around you is weak and no one else will do it. You don't have to really explain the plan. It's just, I do it because I want to do it. That's it. Right? There doesn't have to be a redeeming character about me. There's nothing redeemable about them.
I remember when that came out, and you know, me being on Supernatural and whatnot, I'm super sensitive to the other goings on of what's happening. But I remember back then when it started, I think it started with Maleficent, Disney's Maleficent, where they gave the villain the movie and she was more sympathetic. Now, later on, once I visited that thing, I said that to say that I threw a fit. I threw a fit that everybody who was willing to talk to me about that shit, and I was just like, it's evil and yada, yada, yada. But then, yeah, that was like the first movie that started this, and it kept on going. But also in that movie, I didn't realize that the fairy people were called the Moors. And the Moors were African people, very northern African people. It was a culture. It was its own real world thing that was taken by Disney and turned into something fictional and not belonging to POCs. So POC. So I'm just saying that to say that is who's to say that, because Marvel was on a good stretch before Disney got involved. It was once Disney got involved that all of this shit started to happen. But no, it's not something that's just been happening. More is mixed with my people. Ha ha ha. See, Copa, are you one of them? You one of them brown ones? Come over here.
Copa.
What's this, Sicilian? Y'all know I'm not educated. I'm in my territory, son. America. I protect my territory, son. I don't know what's going on out there.
So what else would you say is the trope that needs to go for you?
Oh, that's it. The multiverse, because I believe it gives justification, bullshit excuses for all of the things that they are pushing, or when we get these multiple characters, or multiple versions of a character. There you go. That's my thing, multiverse. But again, it's not just happening with them. I saw it as I'm watching Sonic Prime. I'm watching the trailer, and I was like, "This animation is terrible." I was excited to see another Sonic product come out, another series, to see how it would be handled. But yeah, it was the multiverse, and then it's a dark multiverse. So in the future, or in this universe, Eggman is taking over a council of Eggmans, just like a council of Crangs. So that's what I'm tired of seeing. Multiverses. I'm only white when it comes to my credit score. Sounds like you worked hard, my man. The Moors occupied Spain and parts of Portugal for over 700 years. They weren't a minor culture. They was brown people. That's all I'm saying. And it was taken to be some fairy people, led by a white woman, Angelina Jolie. As
Well, speaking of which, I will say a trope that I need to go is small-chested heroines. Okay, I need my heroines to be big titties. Okay, big titties, tickle bitties. All right.
I'm okay with small tits.
No, I don't, because I'm just like, yo, distraction for number one. Number two, I think that when you try to make them small chested, you're trying to imply that they can do what the dudes do, because it's like, hey, I'm just as athletic. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, yo, try to seduce the guards or seduce the main bad guy to get the information you need, or kill him. Like in an understanding world, if you try to make 007 real, he'd be gay. You know how many dudes he'd be fucking to try to get to the boss? See what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen it, but you maybe not want to see it now.
I'm just saying in a real world situation, a guy that goes that far abroad, where no really knows who this guy is, but he has international appeal like that, he's down some dick too. If you got that much universal appeal. I know 007 is supposed to be the male fantasy come to life, but if you put a woman secret agent in that same position, she can get to the bad guy just by being flirtatious and have big titties. Like, movie is cut in half because he's like, yo, ooh, big titties, come over here. I will tell you my plan.
Right? All I heard was Liam Neeson saying, yeah, I'd fuck that guy.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I know that Paramount, I think, is trying to make a show called like Project Lioness or something like that, right? It's about the wives and daughters of like these dangerous people or these diplomats that are trying to do that are actually in espionage, and it makes more sense. It's like, yo, this is your mission. It's already your dad or it's already your husband. We need the information. And who else these dudes going to talk to and tell the plan?
All right, we looks like we are numbering y'all. I'm not opposed to the small titties. Every woman ain't
it's not that,
I don't
bro.
like the press down tits. That's what
that's what I'm saying. Is pressed down. If you make them small, they're going to be pressed down. You can say thick thighs and an ass, but we can easily identify that. Oh no, I remember that ass. It had a tuck to it. Well, yo, it was wide and then slimmed down. Titties, you just look at. You forget face, chest. You forget face, hips, ass, thighs, feet, everything. If you see some titties right in front of you, you will forget.
You don't.
Bro.
No, you don't.
But
you'll say those look nice, but that goddamn face above it.
You'll look up and then look back down. You look at what you like.
I'd be like,
If it's an ass, it's just like no, ass is easily identifiable. Like, yo, which way did she go? Which one? She had the big titties. I know. What did she look like? She had big titties. That was it.
No,
you don't remember nothing else. But if it's ass, you'd be like,
that's one part of a whole. It's one part of a whole. I need at least two.
You trying to get the whole.
I need at least two of the three. We talked about this before. I think every man would rather have small titties, big butt, thick legs, as opposed to big titties, flat butt. That looks disgusting.
Big titties, flat butt. You look like a capital P, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, wait, you saying you rather have big titties?
We'd rather have a big butt, small tits, big butt, small tits. That's what we'd rather have. than big tits.
What are small titties though? What you call small titties? Like an A cup? This. I'm never looking at that microphone the same after that.
I'm with this right here. I can do this.
Bro, no. You want a water balloon? These are water balloons, bro.
Little Dragon Ball.
Water balloons.
Big tits and no acetal. Come on, man.
Nositol. Oh, the Nositol. Good taste. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you alone. You and your gay 007. I love you, man. I love you.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you this is the only thing that makes sense to me of 007 actually being a woman, because she'd be probably fucking him too, but she'd get to the bad guy a lot quicker. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the wife, she's taking the dogs out right now. Things to ponder. A capital P. I like your whole. I just care about one. When I said 2 of the 3, I'm talking about face, tits, butt. That's what I'm talking about.
I need to see if I
How
can make
small
a poll
the
here.
tits. He behind. Long back.
How do y'all make the poll during the chat? That's the problem I'm gonna have now.
You got to go over to the YouTube page. Bring on the mosquito bites. No, they
I am in there now. Oh shit!
I've seen some. I'm just getting a goddamn visual. I think I've seen something where a mosquito bit somebody and they had a big ass fucking lump. I think I've seen that comically done, but then I'm also remembering, what was it, The Mist, when that lady got bit by that bug in that store, and that girl, and she fucking died. So not that big, smaller, but damn, make a new character. What the hell are you talking about? Big tit character, big butt character. Boobs can be purchased and look nearly as good as real ones, but try to buy a fake ass.
Hold on, wait. But I will say these are the ones that we're talking about. You can buy a fake ass if you're doing the whole, you inject the fat from the thighs or anywhere else and put that in the ass. I ain't talking about a cement ass, like it's like wet cement.
Look, as long as my tits ain't bigger than hers, then I can work with it.
We need to. All right, next time we're making a poll. You can only have. I need to figure out how to do this shit. Making a live poll. I am mad right now that I cannot find this.
I think I can accept fake tits if she came with them. I don't think I'd be willing to like encourage her to do it and buy all that in the surgery. I wouldn't do that. But if she came, they're already done. They've been through what they need to go through.
I don't know, because I think women try to do this whole mommy makeover now thing. You heard about that?
Mm-mm.
Like like women now are doing it after they have their kids. They decide they don't want to do it. They want to do the mommy makeover, which is a tummy tuck, a titty lift, maybe a vaginoplasty, and maybe an ass
combo deal. Combo deal.
Oh yeah, it's combo. Yeah, you want number 3 and number 5. I want number 5. That's deluxe. Okay. Want them super size titties? Yep.
Super size. You gotta have the numbers, then you gotta have sizes. BBLs look terrible. Bro, I don't know if you saw, but I saw a billboard for BBL. Here.
You saw what?
A billboard.
Where, bro?
I'm bad with
directions. Where you live or out near where I live? Where I live. I need to go see that. I ain't gonna lie.
I need to see it again so I can take a picture. I don't know how I'm doing on the highway, but I'm gonna get it.
Nos, where's that link? Nos, throw that in the DMs.
Don't ask him for no link.
Pimp my tits. Exactly. That was what they did when what was it? It was the MTV Diary show, or My Life Plastic Surgery, women getting titty jobs and nose jobs and shit. Remember that?
Nah,
you don't remember that?
I remember.
It was True.
What did you say? You said TLC?
No, it was MTV. It was like True
I remember
Life.
you said like you could have came on like TLC.
Those were like either botched surgeries or trying to fix stuff. But it was True Life, like I'm on crack, or True Life, I'm getting bigger titties.
Damn, Mike, I can understand that there are a lot of Mexican women with flat asses, bro. Since you said it, there is this thing that I've been seeing here.
You're right. First thing I noticed.
And that is why I said I will take small tits and a big ass over big tits and a little ass.
No. Oh, you capital P. Yeah, you're right. Ah, damn.
Because that shit
I concede. It looks weird. It looks weird.
It looks unfortunate.
Poor
so, I'm like, nah, bro. I can push some meat together on that chest and come up with some like a little bottle, a little nipple or something. I did when I was a baby.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That mind said like the Mucinex book. See, it's not exclusive to Lizzo and black people.
It is not. No. Actually, Lizzo would benefit from a titty job. I'm not gonna lie. That'll probably help her out.
You find a Mexican woman with ass, it's like finding Holy Grail. Now look, women are beautiful in all races, but the terrible, it's the terrible ones. They're terrible. We all know they're terrible. The gorgeous looking ones, man, we know it. And boy, the Latin women out here. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say shout out to the y'all Mexican brothers for having it. Y'all have y'all brown queens.
Hold it down.
Get them. IJP, he said Mexican women with flat asses. You sure they're Mexican, bro?
Yes.
Them's your people. Them your people.
Y'all need to have a meeting, okay?
Y'all need to come to Mexico. Them women.
I would say Mexican Americans. It's Mexican Americans though too.
A Mexican girl that isn't pigeon-toed is the Holy Grail. Now, when we say, what's pigeon-toed?
Like your feet are kind of like this.
Okay.
You know. Like you walk with your feet kind of bent, bowed in. Oh, we have to watch. We have to look for it now. If we see it, we'll look.
Pigeon-toedness. I'm trying to think, is that really a hindrance? Not just for women, for men too. Like,
yes,
do they really walk weird? Does it affect their mobility?
It doesn't, but if you got to introduce somebody from afar and you see them walking pigeon-toe, you like, this motherfucker couldn't even get his gait.
Because some bulldogs and like pit bulls, they'll have their feet like turned inside.
I know, but the way that they make it on like cartoons is they got a big chest. So they're walking.
I'm talking about in real life, but when they run, they like straighten out. They actually point them out and reach for the ground. But when they're walking slow,
they're stout though. We're talking about someone skinny that
I'm saying it looks. I'm saying it works on animal anatomy. I'm trying to see what it looks like in human anatomy. Are they trying to run like this? See, I don't care if I girl been pigeon-toed. So I'm like, unless she's just like walking weird as well, I can get past her feet turned inside a little bit. I got a toe thumb, so
weirdo.
Like redheads, when Mexican women are beautiful, it's next level. Most aren't that way, but the ones that are. Oh my goodness! All right, man. Do we need to talk to the people anymore? I'm getting hot.
I was. Oh, you need to go, bro. You about to have a heat stroke?
Keep going. We in there. What's
up?
Bro.
You told me about the heat stroke. It's fine.
No, I didn't. I said I'm sweating.
Okay. All right.
I haven't reached my level of extreme temperature. I can't withstand.
If he's gonna have a heat stroke on his track, just know I didn't do it. All right, I gave him an out. Okay,
man. If I have a heat stroke, y'all know the hospital bill coming. Y'all better get the fucking donating.
Actually, don't demonetize yourself, sir, just in case. We're gonna get it preloaded. All right.
Give me money.
Here's medical bills. Okay.
I want my reparations. If you're willing to give it, I will take.
All right, so y'all, this dropped yesterday or the day before yesterday. I think is when I showed AJ this. The 80th anniversary of Batman just dropped the Blu-ray DVD, and so I'm gonna get my phone out so I can actually read the titles that are equipped to this because that writing is too fucking small for me. So it's the 80th anniversary. I think on Blu-ray it's 6 DVDs. On DVD it's like 12 or 13, right? On the back, it's got a list of the actual titles on them. I'm gonna read off all these titles that y'all are seeing on this, like Batman Gotham Knight, Batman Year One, Batman Under the Red Hood, Batman Bad Blood, Batman versus Robin. Son of Batman, Batman: The Dark Knight Returns Parts 1 and 2, Batman: Assault on Arkham, Batman: The Killing Joke, Batman and Harley Quinn, Batman: Gotham by Gaslight, Batman Ninja, Batman: Return of the Cape Crusaders, Batman: Mask of the Phantasm, Batman: Mystery of the Batwoman, Superman, Batman: Public Enemies, Superman, Batman: Apocalypse. Right. So it's out on DVD and it's for sale on Amazon. I think it's like $80. I think. But it was something they were trying to say is like a huge compilation that they're trying to put out. And so for me, I was like, I know we talk about owning physical media, but we don't want to consume to make them greater either. So I'm like, yo, what's the line? If it goes to supporting them making some shit you don't like, but they use the DVD sale, something that you did like to get them there. Like, I was trying to pose that to the chat, but I also posed it to AJ. AJ, what did you say?
I'm going to say that completely. I apologize.
Not the release comes soon, sir. The release comes soon.
Yeah. Because I was trying to. No, we're not trying to get out of here, but we are winding down. But we are going to.
We're winding down. It's a quick one.
Yeah. So we got anything else to say to the people? We're gonna get back to it. What did you ask me about the consuming and stuff? Where's my line?
So basically, saying with the DVD coming out, it's like it's gonna be.
I was making a poll while you were talking.
That's fine. You did a good job. I see it now.
I did a poll. People.
Hey, my man. Damn, yeah. Big butt. No taste is winning out on this one. I'm sorry.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah. So it's overwhelming. I was saying that the 8th anniversary of Batman, the DVD, is out, right? And so it's got 18 all animated movies, all really good Batman movies. I mean, hit after hit after hit. But I'm kind of conflicted because it's like we don't want to consume and feed the engine that's going to make shitty movies. But am I being baited into nostalgia for the good things? And is that going to go towards them making shittier remakes? I want the Blu-ray too. That's the thing.
Consumer, Mike. Consumer.
Yeah. I want that Blu-ray. Sorry.
No, I'm just playing. No, I don't see that that's not the mindless consumption that I'm talking about. I'm all down for physical media. So if they're putting out some stuff where, it's just easy for you to have access to all your fucking movies, those great movies, then buy that shit. That's something that you own. It could gain value later on if you have decided, hey, I'm going to flip this for something, buy 2 or whatever. You own it. My issue is people who go to the movies and because they're spending money. And you're not just spending money on a movie, you're spending money on everything else involved, as well as the people involved, those tickets. So that price goes up there and you're spending your time and your money for something that might be trash, but this, during this time, we know it's going to be trash. So that's the filthy consumption where I'm talking about. And then we were saying like how the jangling of the keys, like, everybody wanted to hate the Flash for Ezra Miller, but they want to justify it by Michael Keaton. It's like, bro, the shit's going to be trash. Michael Keaton ain't going to do shit to help their goddamn movie. You know it's going to be whack. Don't fucking watch it. Leave it alone or wait till enough people say it's good. And then, hey, I can't tell you what to do with your money, but at least be smarter about it. Or my issue is most definitely people who bitch about the culture war or what's happening and don't want it to continue happening, but continue to support it in different ways with their own justification. Now, we're not going to be 100%. We might go watch some shit that we want to watch. You do you, but don't be like, oh wow, it was really terrible. How could they do this? You knew it was happening. You paid to get your mouth shat in. So don't come over with your stank mouth complaining in my face. Not enough people are going to those movies to find anything over the last year to fund anything.
He meant fund, yeah.
It gave them money to do something, to make some type of moves. Now they might see a shake up, but they're really not going to change anything until most of us are not going to watch it.
Well, I'm wondering if what we're buying is the subsidy for them making the shitty movies.
Maybe I don't think. I don't know. I don't know that part.
That's why I bring it up, because I don't know.
What are the people getting out of it? Like I said, if you got something physical, like, okay, I bought this Mario poster. some part of me wanted to buy the goddamn movie. Now I'm not about to buy $20 worth of fucking mainstream entertainment right now. Like, look, I always been cheap, but now I'm just like, fuck it, I don't need it. But the fact that animation was so beautiful, and now that I think about it, like, fuck it, I'll just sell the high seas and screen record it. I'll own it my way. But it's like, despite that movie being so fucking terrible, I do at least want to own something of it because there was some good to take away from it. And by the success of that movie, Mario products are going up in price. Like, you got more eyes on it, so there's going to be more demand for it. So if I can go buy a fucking Super Mario Bros. Movie figure for $25 and then sell it for $150 like later on, like, sure, like, whatever. My issue is when people spend their time and their money and then bitch about it. Go do something more productive for your damn self. That's gonna bring you some happiness, bring your family some happiness that's gonna last. That's filthy consumption to me.
I take that because I was like, I still want to buy the DVD. It didn't change my mind. I still want to buy it. I'm just thinking, just like Disney was having the parks subsidize their shitty movies, I don't want to know that I'm, let's say the Gunverse is awful. And around the same time we find out it's awful, like, oh my God, we're bringing back, Justice League on DVD, and everyone's trying to buy it. And you're like, but am I contributing to the problem? That's all. That's the only thing got me thinking,
Bro, I bought I was proud of my little Stitch, little stuffed animal. No, I did it for the kids. It was Spirit Week. It was a pajama day. So I had my stuffed animal and my blanket and shit like the kids. And they loved it. They enjoyed it. But I'm like, bro, I'm proud to put that shit up there. Stitch is an amazing fucking character. This was a time of like real Disney magic. Looking at that, regardless of what the company is now, it helps me to go back and to remember why I love these things in the first place and how I can incorporate some of these same elements or that same love of creating into my work. So that stuff is cool to have there. But yeah, that's me. I'd rather have a fucking Stitch or a Lion King fucking stuffed animal up there. But it's weird when people got a fucking Zack Snyder Superman or Ezra Miller Flash. It's like, those aren't those characters, bro. You paying that's the actor that you're watching.
I agree. That's when I didn't like the action figures when they started doing them in the mold of the actual actor or actress. I didn't like that. Now, as a vanity project, when I was a superhero, if I'd want the action figure that looks like me. But that's like something that you do for yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like the action figures looking like the actor or actress because it's not them, and you're locking the character into looking like that person. Like, that's not how they are. Just buy the action figure as the artist rendered them back in the day, or whichever version you like, but don't make them the actor or the actress. I think they only did that to actually get more money out of them. Because I know Robert Downey Jr. was trying to say, hey, we should get a bigger percentage of the toy sales. So like, hey, if you're gonna take a larger percentage because we're basing them off of the movie, then we should make their likeness and get more money too. So yeah, I'm like, get the original character, not the one the actor played.
What up? Papa Cotton came through. These days, what happen when a girl has a vagina? Just saying, and letting some dude get in it. Not like She-Hulk, where you're gonna bitch about men at the same time. Hey, just fucking be happy. If that's what you about, if that's what you really want to do. Tatu Sama. Hey yo, what up, Tatu?
Heyo.
And then yeah, Keely came through. Keely Chow. So we had some
joining us.
Come through. Appreciate y'all. Y'all just in time for our last goddamn topic.
Yeah, about to get that release.
Yeah, when we get to it. But as far as the what's we talking about? Superhero shit? Oh yeah, statues and whatnot. Yeah, my Nightcrawler looks like fucking Nightcrawler. There's no fucking way that I go buy the weirdo kid from the one X-Men movie that I didn't see that Nightcrawler was in it. What was it? Apocalypse, Dark Apocalypse, something like that.
Now, I say this as be advised. I'm probably gonna buy that statue that I showed out on the toy stream. It looks exactly like Henry Cavill, but he's a Greek. It's like a Greek or Roman statue. I'm going to do that. I know very well I'm contradicting myself, but for that one, for the way that it looks, I'm gonna get it. It just so happens to be in the mold of Henry Cavill. If it looked like any other Superman, like if we're going with like the original intention of the artist, I would buy that too. It just looks too good to pass up. I'm just letting you know I'm gonna buy that. So if y'all gonna see that on my shelf at some point, I'm letting y'all know I'm gonna get it now.
So and again, we're not 100% with this. We have our little justifications in
Oh
there.
yeah, all
Are
day.
you really sticking to the goal or your ideals? That's the thing. But I'm not mad at them putting out. I can't be mad at them putting out statues that look like the goddamn fucking actors as these
Okay,
characters. It makes
fine.
sense. It's merchandise of the movie. It is what it is. This is that adaptation. It looks like the actor. But I'm saying how that consumerism is taking
Blind
control,
consumerism.
more
That's
prioritized than it's like, you see so many things, and it's not exclusive to now, but so many things are dependent upon merchandise.
oh
And
yeah,
you go to the conventions, then it's like, see these
merchandise,
people,
merchandise,
yeah,
merchandise,
the merch,
merchandise.
see these people, this new thing that just came out, and it's not just the love of that thing, that genre anymore. It's like what's relevant, what's now that you need to get your hands on to show people.
Show us how you know about the movie or the characters by doing that X, Y, or
Yeah.
Z.
So yeah, that's my issue with it. But I mean, we was talking about the jangling keys, y'all. The Deadpool Wolverine thing was one of the topics we probably would have talked about. But Wolverine in his blue and yellow costume in the movie. Now, if I was a Wolverine fan, and I know this is a statue based off of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in the blue and yellow costume, or the yellow, black, and blue costume, and his face is covered up, I'd be like, fine, this is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, or this is the live action Wolverine from that movie, or whatever. But they still weren't so vain to take the like mask off of the character and give me that actor's face. And with a Superman is different because his face is off. But or like the ugly looking Ben Affleck Batman, like when he got his little suit on, which that suit was fucking terrible. But you cover it up, you keep him covered up. Then I'm like, okay, you care about the character, and you're not trying to show me that actor's face. Now it's really kind of hard to tell what's really going on. I would think with those because I'm not even a big collector. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing again, like a Michael Keaton. Like how many people are buying a Batman statue? I guess if you're buying a statue, then you really do care about this shit.
Yeah.
So,
but it's from 40 years ago, so it's like it's different. It was a little bit different then. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got the action figure in '89 when it came out, and you might still have it, like that's like, yo, it's the follow up to it too. So that kind of works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna leave.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna leave that one alone because I'm not even a collector, so I can't even really put a like a standard or criteria for what an acceptable figure or statue would be. I love my Nightcrawler statue though, and I got to get my next statue. I'm getting I'm a Tarasu from
you talking about
Okami, the wolf.
I can see that.
Or Digimon. I've been waiting on some of those Digimon figures. I want to build those. I got my Gundam I got to build. I'm going to do that on the stream, but I want to put together the Digimon. Yeah. All right, Nosferatu.
I got you. We got you, bro. We've been edging you long enough. Let's get you what we got. We did this especially for Nosferatu and the fact that I'm a big fan of the director of this movie that's coming out. Robert Eggers is going beyond his limits with Nosferatu.
Guys, all right, I'm about to be right back. I'm gonna see what my wife just came back.
That is fine. That is fine. I forgot to do this. Nosferatu, this was for you. All right, read with us now, guys. The Gothic horror movie will star Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose Depp, Nicholas Hoult, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Willem Dafoe. All right, so something about Robert Eggers' work feels grimy, messy, and lived in. It was the case in that creepy village where Anya Taylor-Joy was tempted by the taste of butter in The Witch. Definitely the case in The Lighthouse as Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe lost their minds. And have you seen how muddy The Northman was? Facts. And on that note, expect his latest film, Nosferatu, to feel exactly the same by bringing one of Hollywood's most iconic vampires to life. His work on The Northman gave him the experience working on a big production, and he needed it to take on the horror movie that he's been trying to make for a decade. Last year, after the release of The Northman, Eggers finally began work on his passion project. The story revolves around the mysterious and ominous Count Orlok, a vampire who seeks to establish his reign of terror. As he moves to a new land, he becomes infatuated with a young woman named Ellen, who holds a strong resemblance to his lost love. As Ellen's husband, Thomas Hutter, gradually uncovers the horrifying truth about Orlok, he races against time to protect Ellen and his community from the monstrous vampire's insatiable thirst for blood. In September 2022, it was announced that Bill Skarsgård had been cast as the titular character in the film, while Lily Rose Depp was also in talks to take on the role of Ellen. Skarsgård had initially been cast in The Northman, but had to drop out due to scheduling conflicts. My guess is probably about maybe John Wick 4 for that. The following month, Nicholas Hoult entered negotiations to play Thomas. Good pickup for him. And by January, all three actors were confirmed to star, along with the addition of Willem Dafoe, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Simon McBurney, Emma Corrin, and Ralph Ineson to the cast. Notable filming locations include the 14th century Rosmil Castle in the Rosmil Trimsimenim and Prague's Invalidovna complex, a Baroque building listed as a national landmark. Principal photography concluded on May 19, 2023. Let's see. I'm just going to go to Robert Eggers' quote, and then we'll kind of go from there. But speaking with Empire Magazine, Eggers explained that, as with his previous projects, he was setting out to extend his own abilities and to just see how far he could push himself. I'm trying to go beyond what I'm capable of. As always, it was a difficult shoot. Last night, we were doing a scene on a ship with a lot of rain and waves, and the rain deflector, which tried to blow rain out of the lens, was breaking down and fogging. I spent the last several days working only with Russian sailors on a boat. I'm so happy to have made The Northman first and to have learned what I learned. When I think about the production plan of Nosferatu that we had the first time around, I'm sure I would have somehow pulled it out of my butt, but it's hard not to imagine it being a failure. Nosferatu doesn't have a release date yet, but stay tuned to Collider and we'll bring you the news as soon as we have it. Meanwhile, check out our interview with Eggers of Northman down below. So I am very, very excited for Robert Eggers to be dropping this movie. It is going to be fantastic from what I think it's going to be, based on the fact that Robert Eggers does a great job with timepieces. The Northman was set in maybe the 12th or 11th century out near Iceland. I know The Witch was 17th century New England. And I really think that he does well with just relying on the time period, not making things so needlessly CGI heavy, not relying too much on technology. And I actually like the fact that he says he's trying to push himself on this movie, and then we're actually seeing his passion project. I remember that the last time I heard that someone was making a passion project was Ben Stiller doing Tropic Thunder. Of course, that's a satire comedy, but it doesn't change the fact that when you actually see a creator get their hands on a passion project after years of either being in development, trying to secure the production, trying to secure the funding, trying to secure the studio, they actually come up with absolute bangers. Did you ever get a chance to read the article either for Robert Eggers? I'm gonna let you see this quote that he had on here. I'm gonna get your thoughts on it because I thought it was really telling. Chat already heard it, but I'm gonna read it again.
I heard you read it. No, I heard you read it.
Oh, you did? Okay, about him pushing himself. Like, what did you think about that?
Hey, just like I was saying with James Gunn, what I'm hearing from this Eggers guy is beautiful. When you see a person like, yes, I finally get to do this, what I've been wanting to do all this time, and then he's not on it early. He's had time to, and I don't know much about this person, but he's had time to build up to it. So it's like when you're an artist and you'll see like them post the then and now type things. Like you see where your art was then with this subject, and then you see where your art, what it is later on at this point, at this level. And then with the Northman, I love the Northman. I felt like it was I like the supernatural elements in it, but they didn't let that overtake the movie.
Yes.
Or overshadow the movie.
They didn't rely on it either. It was just like, hey, this is what they believe moving forward.
Yes.
Take that into account.
So it was cool to see how, and I said that was like the best video game adapted movie that hasn't been created, because it seemed like that otherworldly element, those supernatural elements, is what drove the story. So in a video game, it is kind of like your quest, or your marker telling you, I need to go in this direction. You just saw the movie go from this point to this point to this point, but you enjoyed the adventure. So I don't give it, vampires. I think vampires are cool. I hate what they've been turned into, but I like to lean into the rivalry of the werewolves and the vampire. I feel like, that was something that came before us. So is that later? Nah, I think that's something that came before us. Okay. Yeah. So I like to see that continue. Like it was there for a reason, regardless of every culture's like stories or whatever. But I'm excited to see this. I said I did like the Dracula movie, the recent one, the modern one that was supposed to be in this.
Dracula Untold.
Yes,
that was good.
I like that movie. So to see a modern vampire and what they could do. Now the fact that it's in this time period, and I just saw Castlevania on Netflix, I need some inspiration. I need some of that type of shit in my supernatural. But I want to see what this looks like, and I definitely wanted to do it not because I really care about vampires, but because Nosferatu, he told me watch the original one. I gotta watch that one, Nos. I still gotta watch it, but it's saved on my YouTube playlist. I'm going to watch it, especially so I can have something to compare it to.
Which one?
Klaus Kinski's Nosferatu.
Oh, the original, like the 1930s, 1920s version.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, the creepy one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I still gotta watch that, but because he's a big fan of this creature, and to get his thoughts on this modernization, that is something else, another word that I will not allow people to take or for it to automatically mean something negative. Modernizations are good. I don't want to watch the same old shit over and over. I know what's happening. Give me that with everything updated. And you've thought more about this. Okay. He said that's the 1979 one, but the original 1920s one is free on YouTube. Okay.
I think you watched the 20s version. I think.
Okay, but I'll watch both of them. I gotta watch fucking Indiana Jones, and I gotta watch Batman and Robin. So that's gonna be my first like movie react video, because there's a lot of shit that y'all be telling me I gotta watch, and because I am so critical of things. Look, I know some good stuff or some bad stuff when I see it, but because I am so critical and people like, damn, bro, you ain't seen this, I be feeling like kind of weird on streams because everybody's having these conversations about these things, and I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure if I saw these movies, I still wouldn't give a shit. But the fact that I don't know, I don't give a shit. There's just no point in me.
I can't be like, I don't give a shit and be ignorant too.
Yeah, I don't want to be that person. So I want to tell you why what you love is trash and shit on you for it. So yeah, Batman and Robin. That's gonna be the first movie react or video that I watch. Well, no, I've already seen that one. The other one's gonna be the first time seeing it. So I'm figuring that out. I'll figure that out.
Ego's thoughts on Indiana Jones and Ego's thoughts on these movies that y'all wanted me to watch.
Put Tomorrow War on your list.
I
can't wait. I was just looking. August sometime, right? Tomorrow War. All right, I'm looking it up.
That was a Chris Pratt one, I think.
Oh, okay. My man Chris in it. Okay. I'm not so opposed to it now. Give me something to look at.
This guy, right?
Batman and Robin is a masterpiece. Bro, I'm glad we got this segment out for you, man. You all doing horror movies in October? Sure.
Or are you talking about at least talking about Cannoli? Y'all should. Because I know that I'm going to go see The Nun Part 2 in September, so.
We don't need you leaving YouTube due to the negative movies like Jane Theory. Okay, I'm glad you pointed that out. That and that Marie shit and that conversation. But crazy stuff happening.
Wait, what? What is that?
I have not seen that Jane Theory is leaving YouTube. I heard on Anime Stream earlier that she's leaving YouTube, I guess, or something. I don't know. I don't know full context. I would have to watch it, her video on it. But apparently she's leaving YouTube. And I will admit I did get a job. There are some adjustments for me, but I am kind of rethinking, or I noticed that when I would try to make a video that I wanted to, that I really cared about, there was news that would happen in between that would stop me from making a video. So I'm like, okay, what is my goal here? What is it that I really need to focus on? Because when I get to focusing on this one thing, these other things pop up that I just feel the need to talk about. And I don't want to feel the need to talk about something all the time or have to have my opinion on all of these things. So that is what I'm figuring out with my channel and why I have not been making videos. I'm not going to say taking a break because we're still doing the stream. I enjoyed the conversations, but I find myself wanting to do like more gaming content, and I do watch a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. So yeah, just figuring that out. And yeah, so I understand that. So I had posted, like, because when we canceled last week, I said, go watch Anime and Jane Theory. They stream Saturday mornings, so go check them out instead. I don't even know if she streamed that time or if she had been done before that. But I see Anime streaming today about Jane Theory is leaving YouTube. And she was somebody who doesn't always talk about the bad stuff. Like, I even, the one time I was on the stream for her, I expressed my discontent for her being baffled watching something and being hopefully optimistic about it.
Shattered that girl's hope.
So
you're a stone cold stunner.
But just like you, I do like or I can more easily digest someone who wants to judge something for what it is, as opposed to people who hate it, want to hate it, know they're going to hate it, and still go watch it anyway, just to confirm that they hate it. Okay, she's still doing gaming streams, so I'm with it. Like, still entertained, but just as far as talking about shit. But anyway, okay, so she had a channel. She was doing great. She was all over the place, all over streams. I hope she's still doing well. But the Marie thing, then held Dolores here because I saw him talk about it. So apparently this girl she's had some pretty good opinions. Pretty good as in she was sane. And apparently she's gotten a lot of death threats for opinions on what I don't even know. Now I would say it did kind of look like because what the account was saying about she might be dead by the time you read this, one of those type of things. I've never heard her speak like that before. Now maybe she was just putting up a facade to be stronger on the internet, but it just didn't seem like that was her. So I was like, hopefully this is hacked by somebody because they're doing all this apologizing. Like I heard these groups, all that type of shit. But then again, I'm like, okay, well, it's the internet. Ain't no telling who that person really is on the other side of the screen. This really could be getting to her. This could be her. This could be affecting her. So I would say and hope that she's doing well. She's continued being a soldier. She's continuing to fight. But that's just terrible. It's like, regardless of what you believe in, you shouldn't. It's
crossing a line. It's crossing a line.
Yeah, you shouldn't be treating people like that, or your opinion is not so fucking right that you got to force it up on people and all this type of shit. So why did I bring that up? Because he said Jane Theory. He was like, don't leave, don't leave because of the bad opinions. Yeah, me getting up there and shitting on y'all Indiana Jones and be like, hey bro, the one with Shia LaBeouf was really the best one. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I don't feel you're going to say that anyway.
Who knows, man? And I don't want to just say yes because I think Roman had said I was going to like the Mad Max with the Thunderdome. What was that? The third one? They was like, because he always have an off take, so you might actually enjoy that one. And I didn't like it just like everybody else. But it was like, come on, man, this is pretty bad. And it's long and bad, and it took a weird turn. But I'm like, with Shia LaBeouf, why don't I want some kid that's probably being trained to be a treasure hunter or whatever that's bringing some comedic moments to the fucking movie? What's not to like about that? I gotta see what happens though. Eviscerating Disney movies is basically easy mode at this point. Turn the difficulty up.
That's fair.
Yeah, man, and I hope we do that. Like, I still want to. Again, I do want people to be woke. I still want people to know what's happening with these things because it's sliding under other people's noses, and that's how it's been able to be received by everyone so easily. It's because they've been slowly doing it, and I'm hoping that with me and you, Ego, with us calling out or pointing this stuff out, or especially as Black people, how do we feel about it? Because white folks can tell us how we should feel all day, but it's like, okay, well, let's ask the actual people who supposedly this shit is for.
Are they
But there you
around
go.
like that? Yeah.
So yeah, I do want people to know what's really going on. Like these hand-me-downs. Again, like I'm going into this. It's not fuck it. What was his name?
Which one?
Uche from Geeks and Gamers. Now,
Oh yeah, that shit. Well, yeah.
hopefully he's great wherever he is now. He's no longer with us. So, hopefully he's doing good where he is, or he's in a better place. But when he told me that I couldn't compare uh Falcon being turned into Captain America, I couldn't compare that to slavery and with Roots and Kunta Kinte becoming Toby. He was like, I was foul, I was disrespectful for that. And I'm like, how? The sentiment is the same. Of course, this racism is not just going to be on the nose or we hate you.
Right.
Yeah, get over here so I can whip you. They're going to do other things to still get their message across,
Something
or to let us know to stay in our places. It's perfectly on par with that comparison, especially if these characters that if I can be, passionate on this side of the argument, you can be that passionate over there, then why not? Why can't we compare, these things to others? Because again, artists make these decisions, and writers, they slide these things in there, whether they want the audience to know that they put it there or not. And then yeah, artists will laugh behind the ground. Oh, look what they watching. Look what I got in there. Yeah, man. Hopefully he's doing great where he is. He's in a better place. But just that mentality of how you got somebody that don't look like us, but is able to create this much discord amongst us, amongst our own groups, and amongst us with others. Like you have other people mad at Black folks saying we taking another one of their characters, and it's like, no, bro, I don't
We
like
ain't
this shit
doing that.
either.
We don't like it either.
But you're associating me with that. This is being planned. It's working. That is the reason that I think we need to. Not everything is terrible. It's woke. It's woke. But again, y'all saying me being too logical or trying to really focus and see how they're doing it. I have to, because I do think not all of them are as retarded as we claim. And some of them are really orchestrating this shit. Evil is smart. Evil is intentional. And it's been working. And that's why I said, like, you people, y'all sit there and bitch about these live action movies and they did this and they race swapped that. I'm like, look, they getting away with that shit in animation too. And they're raising kids to be okay with a lot of this shit. But it's just for kids. Why do you care so much? Well, because they making sure your kids care about it later on in the future.
Mm-hmm. And that's
yeah. Like I said, one of my girls, one of my students said her friend was racist because she said there shouldn't be the Little Mermaid shouldn't be Black. She called her racist because of difference of opinion. So I'm like, those are the people that these things are grooming or raising. It don't have to always be sexual. It can just simply be my little mind drone. But there you go. That's what I got for that. That's why we do what we do. Yeah, I want to have more fun, man. I play the Red Dead on Sunday. I want to play Jurassic World, y'all. I just want y'all to sit with me while I play with my dinosaurs and I feed them and they eat each other and I try to keep them happy so they don't bust out the cage and kill nobody. That's what I still want to do. A review for Nintendo Switch might be coming. I said I'd never get one, but I've been blessed with one for my birthday. So I get to try this bad boy out, hands on. Still no Netflix. I got YouTube on there though. I was watching, I think, Mrs. Cannoli's stream last night on my fucking Switch. And I was like, this feels good. Oh, also, and if you got YouTube, you got access to the Google Play. So anything that you bought on Google Play, you can watch it through YouTube. So technically, I can watch some stuff, on the Switch with some good visual quality. So there you go. That's all I got for y'all. Let me read these little comments, then I'm out. I'm telling you, if Alien came out now, I'm afraid that people will call it woke just because of Ripley. It is getting weird, and I believe a lot of them will. I hate to see what's happening, but it is what it is. Jurassic World was a free game for PlayStation Plus last month. I still haven't played it.
Get on that, bro.
Hold on, Cannoli. Hold on. You got it? Is it Jurassic World Evolution 1 or is it 2? I'm not going to really say 2 is really that much better than 1. They're two different experiences, but if you got access to 1, play it. Somebody, I can't remember, please forgive me. I don't know if it was C4C, CJH, I think it was one of them, but somebody saw me playing Jurassic World, the first one, and they was like, oh shit, I like simulator games. Let me go check it out. And he was like, hey bro, I played it, I beat it, I loved it. I'm glad you recommended it. So I want to do more stuff like that. Just sitting down having fun with y'all, talking about the shit in hand and not what's out there. Evolution 1, yeah, man, look, especially for free, get it. I love those games, man, because you can just relax. It can be stressful, but if you're managing your park right, it's not stressful. It's stressful trying to figure it out, but once you get it, man, I hate to say it, but you're playing a god, okay? And you're creating this world and you're letting things unfold. So it's like, is it going to play out how I want it?
Could be you're a manager. You're Jurassic World manager.
Yeah, and then if you engage in recreational activities, you can smoke your smoke, you can drink your drink while you're doing it, and you sitting there chilling, you just watching it. It's snap, my boy's hungry over here. Let me make sure I plant this plant to make them happy. And then they're like, oh, okay, I ain't stressed no more. We good. And then you're like, oh, let me just be crazy for a minute. Let me drop one of my carnivores over here with these herbivores and just see what happens. Is the herbivore going to fight back? Is it going to kill my carnivore? Is it going to take over and run this territory? Y'all, this shit's fun. Enjoy it. Get on your simulators. Real-time strategy games are fun to watch on stream. Some setup and then tons of action. Gold.
Yep. Okay. Well, you need to put that on there then. Okay.
Yeah, man. You just set some shit up and you're like, all right, it is done. So be it. Let's see what happens. All right, y'all. How do we want to get out of here? You got some closing thoughts for people?
No, I just want to say so much thank you to Nosferatu for hanging in there, getting ready for his first time to shine. Like, this is part of the fun thing of doing this thing for you guys. The fact that topics you want to hear about are topics or even characters you named your screen character on, or they're probably stealing off of yours because y'all the real thing and they ain't. We like providing that. I think that also goes with what Abomination is saying, is that we don't always want to lead with shitting on something. We actually want to give something that's hopeful and tell you things that we actually are excited about, because we don't live life like Oscar the Grouch over here. It's just when something is terrible and everyone's saying it's a great thing, we're saying we need to actually investigate why people think it's a great thing. And so the main thing is that we do want to be hopeful about things. That's why we are trying to write our own comic book. That's why we are trying to come up with our own merchandise, is because these are the things that actually excite us, and we want to get them out to people that are like-minded. So, thank you guys for joining us for another, Saturday morning suit up. Bro, that does roll off the tongue. Damn, you're right, man. And that Saturday morning suit up rolls off the tongue, bro. We might have to do some strategizing on that one. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Special shout out to you, Nosferatu, as well. Huh?
I said I like it, man. Heroes No Case. We got to workshop it, man. These names, they have places. We just got to fit them. Y'all, the future is going to be wild.
It could be, guys.
He said, of course, the dog man too. I appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you get a good movie with this. It looks like everything's checking out for it to be something good.
Dude, man.
And you know what? I've said this, and I do not want to see the romanticizing of werewolves that I did see with vampires. But it's just balance. It's going to come.
It is.
And I just hope that the book can be the story. This world can be a drink of water in all of this fucking mess. Where people can be like, these are some dope ass werewolves. This is how I need to see werewolves, just about, or take something from this, something for the rest of the werewolf life.
Or inspires you to make something way better, and we get to serve as the inspiration. Okay?
Yep, there you go.
There's no better, no better.
Stand on the backs of the shoulders of giants, because that's show what I'm doing with this, with all of these stories. All right, let me see how we're gonna get us out of here. That's gonna be one of those longer, clips for y'all to enjoy. Do we want to do a tsunami?
I say we can do 2 of the short ones in the tsunami.
2 of the short ones. There's no point in putting 2 of the short ones.
Okay. Let's go long form tsunami, man. Take us out.
All right. I got you. All that love for Nosferatu, but fuck him. The real Batman is
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
I'm gonna knock these stickers off.
You guys seen that Flash trailer?
Yeah.
It looks good.
It looks awful. Awesome. Yeah.
You think it looks awful? Really?
No, I misspoke. I think it looks awesome.